Hello, everyone. We should be live now. Please let me know how the volume and such sounds as I just kind of get set up here. I know there's not really any sound right now. I wanted to start the stream, or rather start the game on stream, because you gotta get that footage of like the game booting up for the last time before you can never play it again. Alright, just let me share this to social media and stuff, and we'll get started. Hope everyone's having a nice night, though. Hello, Alpha Angel. Hiya. Looking good visuals-wise. Thank you so much for giving that feedback there. It's always hard to tell from your own end when you're streaming, so I appreciate any kind of people letting me know how volume sounds, how visuals look. As I'm always happy to adjust those things should they not be, up to par. I don't think the settings should be too different from last week, so as long as people liked what it looked like last week, we should still be good. Audio sounds good too. Awesome. Again, just kind of sharing this around, and we'll get started shortly. Hard to believe, just one more week and this game is gone. I always figured Nintendo would show up near the end of March and be like, yeah, maybe we'll keep it around, but no sign of that yet. So we'll see. Alright, just posted on Twitter now. Hello, JDAcer64. You'll try to drop in if we're still going around 9:30? I don't see why we wouldn't be. I think this will probably be the typical somewhere between 2 to 3 hour stream. So yeah, look forward to seeing you then if you're able to drop by. For anyone else who's joining in, hello. Check out the description where I've put the clock. We'll try and sync up a few matches so that maybe we can get people from the chat, all of us together in the same match like we did last time. That was a lot of fun. And again, just finishing up this Twitter thing here. And when we do the time syncing, we do the universal time on the right. But yeah, let's give people a couple more minutes to show up. JDAcer64 hoping to get a few more wins to end at 100. The competition's been stiff the last few days and we've been busy with other stuff. Is that like level 100 or like 100 star? Or like 100 wins? Because my goal is double stars by the end of next Wednesday. We'll see if we can pull it off. Maybe we'll have to stick in an extra, stream, maybe? Or maybe I'll have to do some offline playing. Has there been any confirmation yet on when exactly the game's gonna shut off? Is it midnight Pacific time, which would then be 3 a.m. Eastern time? Is there just, any indication of that at all? Because that'd be great to know. It would definitely kind of change how I might stream. 100 wins. It isn't happening for me. How many wins? Oh, I have 98 wins, so we're probably going to hit 100 tonight, actually. I hadn't really been paying attention to that. These are, of course, stats we looked at last time. Folks on the Super Mario Bros. 35 Discord are speculating GMT. Which one is GMT? It's not Pacific, it's not Eastern. Mountain Time? So that'd be 8 p.m. our time? Wait. I do have the I have the U.S. government thing open here. No, at Mountain Time is MDT. GMT. So that'd be 8 p.m. UTC. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. We'll see. So that means that this stream's kind of late then. GMT equals UTC. Okay, good to know. Alright then, so we won't mess around too much longer than that. That's interesting, because I expected it to end much later than that. What if I start streaming super early and then it doesn't end until super late? It'd be like a 10-hour stream, because I really want to stream when the game goes down. But at the same time, if there's no guarantee, it's tough to know. But hello everyone, we're up to like 9 viewers now. Thank you all so much for dropping by. Again, the clock is in the description, so have a look at that if you want to join in any of the games. I think we're going to start our first game at 7 minutes UTC. Looking at the clock for me right now, again, there's going to be a bit of delay, so don't go by what I'm saying. Make sure you open up that link and look by yourself. But right now it's like 5:48, 5 minutes 49 seconds, 5 minutes 50 seconds, so it's 7 minutes. 0 hours and 7 minutes UTC. We're going to go. Hello, Big Phil. Yo! Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully it's going to be a great night of Mario 35. Again, we need 2 more first place wins to get 100 of those, and we're level 85. I would love to get a few of those, but they're pretty slow at this point. Yeah, and I guess I'll pick 4-1 like usual. Oh, there is Surprise Me. Maybe I should start doing Surprise Me. I don't know. I like doing 4-1 because it gets Lakitu into the mix, and I love having, you know, Lakitu there. The games get really fun when the streams just kind of like expand with Lakitus, and it usually doesn't work out well for me when I do that, but it's fun, and that's what counts, I guess. Alright, I got 10 seconds on my end until I'm going to press this A button. Now remember, hopefully you're all looking at the clock yourselves, because you can't just go by what I'm saying. Actually, no, I don't have 10 seconds. The clock beneath that's like different than the clock above it. So yeah, the UTC clock, 56, 57, 58, 59... 7 minutes exactly. Yeah, don't look at that nasty clock below. That's my device's time. Why is it so off from like the real time? I have no idea. Hopefully everyone was able to sync up. Stellar Steel, hello, welcome. Thanks for dropping by the stream. You're gonna grab your Switch, Big Phil? Yeah, we're gonna be syncing up all night long, so if we don't get into the first, you know, the same match right off the bat, hopefully throughout the night we'll be able to get into some matches together. Make sure you drop in the chat if you are in this match, because I might not, you know everyone's names, because sometimes people don't go by the same names in Mario 35 as they do in the YouTube comments. Now I gotta get back into the groove of this again, but so far I'm not looking so good. But we did have like an incredible 5-win streak the last stream to start it off, so if we could do that again I wouldn't complain. And it's amazing, we did that and we didn't hardly gain like any levels really, because we're just so high in terms of level now that like gaining levels is really tough, even if you're consistently winning. You get all of the icons by the time you get to level 50 star. So going forward past this point, there's not really any purpose to it other than just looking cool, I guess, and you know, nothing wrong with that. And it still can't jump upstairs. And oh yeah, great, 1-3. Oh, this was like my Achilles heel way back when this game first started, but I'd like to think I've gotten better at it since. Which, I mean, it's good. It's always good to know that you're improving as you play a game. And there you go, 1-3, not so scary anymore when there's things like 6-3 that could potentially be thrown into the mix. And we're back to 1-1 again. Yeah, hopefully everyone's having a nice night, and this is it. 1 week until this game is gone forever. I bet it comes back in some way. I bet there'll be like a paid version or something. Like you'll still need Nintendo Online, but you'll have to pay like $10 to download it. I bet Nintendo will do something shady like that. And then, of course, since they are getting rid of it, you have to wonder, like, are they going to replace it with something? A Zelda 35 would be incredible, but I really don't see that happening. I feel like Zelda 35 wouldn't have the same appeal that, like, a Mario 35 would have. We've said many times, you know, why not Lost Levels 35? It is the, you know, 35th anniversary of Lost Levels now. That'd be pretty darn cool. Are you tired? Is there a reason that you're asking that? I'm just not talking too loud, as I don't want to, like, disturb the whole building. You know, not just being in the basement where I can scream as loud as I want, and, you know, only the other people in the house have to worry about it. But no, I'm not tired at all. Hi, 2 times. Hello, Mario Kid 64. Welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. I want to talk about being tired though. One thing I kind of did do that was silly the other day was when I uploaded the 4th part of my room tour, I did everything except change the title by accident. It was still the kind of code that I just used when I rendered it. I did everything. I checked like a million times to make sure it was scheduled properly, and yet I just didn't catch that I forgot to change the title. It's been fixed now, but there's many of you who probably saw it before it was fixed. Just, you know, when you're on YouTube long enough, you eventually make some blunders like that, I guess. One of my most hilarious blunders was like way back when I did my Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play. I think it was like part 4. I forgot to edit out the part at the beginning where I go like up, down, left, right to, you know, sync the video with the audio. So that's kind of stuck at the beginning of that video forever now. But, you know, big deal, right? But I felt pretty silly at the time. I feel like everyone's probably done that once. If you've done enough Let's Plays on YouTube. You're bound to do that at some point. You're watching on your TV and phone? Well, thank you so much. Hope you're having an excellent night, and I hope it's worthy of being displayed on such a massive device. So far, so good. It's looking pretty typical. Was there a special event going on right now? Are those usually saved for weekends? You do still gain levels from special events, so if there's one going on, I wouldn't be against checking it out. I think last weekend was once again the event... Whoa! Wasn't hoping for that bounce, but it happened anyway. Where it goes from like 1-1 to 8-4, which is always pretty cool. But I didn't have any chance to play on the weekend. But I mean, we've streamed that now, so I don't think we need to worry about that too much again. It is really cool that it does that. And one thing I feel the game always should have had was like a mode like that. Just because it's really fun to play from the beginning to the end. And look at this, but we're gonna get Koopa Troopa here. There we go. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for dropping by. 15 viewers now. Happy to see there is still interest in Mario 35, and all the more proof to Nintendo. What the heck are you doing getting rid of this game? Again, I think it will still come back in some way. I just feel like, you know, Nintendo can't see how many people love it and get rid of it forever, but then maybe Nintendo can. It would be really cool to see, like, how many people are online at the time. You know, just from, like, the title screen or something like that, you can see, like, 500 people playing or something. Like, I wonder what it is, because there's never any trouble getting enough people for a match. Like, matches are, like, always start up instantly, pretty much, with 35, sometimes 34 people, but I'm guessing that's probably just because there's so many matches going on that, you know, sometimes that happens. But overall, it's not like, you know, the matches ever struggled to start up. So, obviously, a lot of people are still checking it out. You're using the phone for chat. Awesome. That's the problem with watching things on a TV. Like, I hate YouTube on the TV because, like, you can't even view comments. Or my favorite thing to do, you can't speed it up 2 times. I watch a lot of YouTube in 2 times speed, but you can't do that on the TV app of YouTube. So it makes me not want to use it. And wow, this is just beautiful. We got all the money, so we might as well use it. Ugh, and I missed the star after all that. This is gonna be really odd. I don't think I've played this part, like, ever without a star. This is just something I always run through because I can. And, yep, might as well use that money. We got it. Not what I really wanted. If I get the star now, I wouldn't complain. Sure, I'd take that too. And here's that really awkward jump, which as a kid, it was kind of like, ugh. Because you want to take it slow. As it, like, you know, the first time you're playing this game, you take everything really cautious. So that jump is awful if you're just kind of taking it slow. But if you got a running start out of it, it's actually, like, super simple. And 1-4. You always got to be ready for 8-4. We saw in the last part, you know, it's so easy to, you know, get caught off guard by being sent into level 8-4. Then this, oh, I just ran right off the edge. Ugh. Alright, sure, why not? And we have money, so we might as well get a power-up while we're at it, or another star. Because, you know, when I wanted one in the last level, we couldn't get one. And of course, back to 1-1. It always feels like after you defeat a Bowser, it's like back to 1-1 again. Which I guess means there must still be like a lot of beginners playing. Because I feel like if you've played this game at all and unlocked some levels, why would you ever choose 1-1? There's so many better levels you could choose. And I have enough time, so like, I don't really need to worry about gaining too much more. Whoa! There was like an enemy inside an enemy there, and I definitely wasn't prepared for that. And I would love a fire flower, so I guess we'll do this. Yeah, I don't know if anyone was able to join in this game. I did share the clock. Hopefully some people were. But I'll keep sharing it just in case. I mean, rather, it's always going to be in the description, but we'll try and sync up pretty much every match so that hopefully more people can join in. Now, this is just a really bad spot, because I always kind of just go for it, and man, I'm never going to get used to shells breaking blocks. In Mario 1, it's just one of those little changes that feels so wrong after so many years of playing vanilla Mario 1, and just knowing that shells plus bricks do not have any interaction in that game. You know, there's never really a point in the original Mario 1 where like a shell can hit a brick from the side, when you think about it. But it's just still really weird to see. Again, as someone who's played like Mario 1 ROM hacks and stuff too, knowing that vanilla Mario 1 just cannot do that. Alright, what are we doing here? 6-2? 6-2, again, we saw last time, is a very popular level for people to choose. And it's like, I don't know, it's not really that great of a level. It has lots of pipes and lots of piranha plants, but otherwise, smart TVs are great. No more paying for cable. At my apartment, that is exactly what I've done. I do not have cable, but I have internet. That's really all you need. But I still find myself hooking my laptop up to my TV a lot, instead of just using like the out-of-the-box TV apps. Again, because of just how kind of dumbed down, you know, the YouTube app on the TV is, where you can't, you know, read comments, you can't watch things on 2x speed, so there's definitely still a lot of things you're going to want a computer for. But yeah, just get a computer, get an HDMI cable, and you're good to go. It's not like back in the day where you had like VGA cables, but then, you know, the sound doesn't travel through that, so you still have to find a way to get the sound to your TV, and it was a big mess. You know, HDMI cables are beautiful. I think I was just yapping so much I kind of completely missed the coin room, but we'll do this one instead. Ooh, the clock is red now. Ooh, okay. So I was actually reading that apparently Mario's running speed in this game is slower than it is in vanilla Mario 1. And that's why you can't do the trick in that bonus room where you just kind of run right off the edge and duck and then end up underneath that block. Instead I have to do this awkward jump from the side. Yeah, it's interesting that they would make Mario's running speed slower than normal. Okay, it's perfectly fine though. And there we go, ascending. Alright, now the Lakitus are going to be all over the place. This is where things are going to get good. This is where I'm sure I'm going to have so much screen spam. And that was not what I wanted. Power block now would be beautiful, and it was. Ooh, and this is not what we want. So we always kind of want to be powered up here, and that's very nice. And we can get this thing down here. Oh, I KO'd someone. I mean, it's not hard to KO someone. You got this going on, like, when you're just sending Lakitus and Spinies. It's kind of a good chance you're gonna KO someone with that. So this, I can do this. Now I can do that. And then I can get this. I can just stand here for a minute and do a thing like this, but... Ugh. I have no idea where I am. Wow, okay. There you go. Oh, I'm small though, so we should probably do the roulette again. Wow! And we're in 4-3. 4-3 is going to be a fun one with Lakitu all over the place, but let's get some power-ups. I would like more power-ups than that, please. A star would be wonderful. Or that. Yes. I'm just gonna keep spamming power-ups, there we go, until I get like a star, because really, there's no other way to just get through a wall of these guys. Like a power block to wipe them out, and then they just come back immediately. Might as well use a power-up again. Another star, that should hopefully get us to the end of the level. There, another KO. Beautiful. Okay, there you go. I don't know who I'm sending all these things to, but enjoy. They are my gift to you. Ugh. Now, we might as well do a thing like this. Sure. Why not? Oh, come on. I was going to do a fireball at that guy. But nope. Alright. And literally, it's just like, let's inch our way forward until we get a star or something that I can use to actually just run forward without having to worry about it. This is why you build up points throughout the game. Because when you get a million Lakitus on screen... Oh, darn, I was hoping that the power-up would happen. I'm sure I pressed the jump button. Well, there goes that game. It was a really fun one, and I just kind of ran off an edge. It wasn't even like Lakitu got me. I just literally ran into a hole. David Ray, hello, welcome. Lakitu party for a bit. Yeah, I love the Lakitu parties, except when, I don't know, I could swear I pressed jump. I was sure I did. That's a terrible way to end that run. How do you KO? You don't understand how it works. So when you send enemies to the other people, that's what all those grayed out enemies are. Are enemies that like people have sent me. So the same thing happens when I send them enemies. There will be gray enemies on their screen, and if an enemy that you send them ends up killing them, you get the KO, which is kind of lame sometimes because like what if you indirectly kill them? What if an enemy that you sent damages them, and then as a result of that they fall into a hole? Well, it doesn't count as you killing them because technically it wasn't your enemy that got the kill. But yeah, so that's how it works. It's why KOs are kind of tough to get. Because it's very specific in that, like, an enemy you send has to be what knocks them out directly. So let's go back to that clock again. That was our warm-up run. Ugh. I definitely feel a little bit more warmed up now, I think. So the time currently is 0 hours and 22 minutes. Let's do 0 hours and 23 minutes. Is when we'll begin. Again, that link is in the description down there. So check that out, and that's when we're going to begin. Yeah, that was a pretty big oof, I know. Now that I have like 18 viewers, that was when I decided to just kind of throw everything out the window. But see why it's so great to get Lakitu in there? That wasn't even my Lakitu level though. Someone else picked 6-2. If I was really evil, I would pick 8-2, but then I would have to beat 8-2 as well. And yeah, 8-2 is not really what I want. So what did I say, 23 minutes? I think that was what I said. That's 0:23:00 is when we're gonna start. And that's UTC time. And that's 10 seconds more for me. But yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna miss this so much. Unfortunately, at this rate, we're not gonna get many levels. I really want to get that double star. One more second. Boom, 23 minutes. All right, let's go. Hopefully we get some people in there this time. I don't really get how this game works. Came in 5th Sunflare Glaze. Nice. What time was it again? It was 23 minutes. Hopefully people got into that. Did you hear Microsoft is trying to buy Discord? I hear Microsoft trying to buy everything, and honestly, I wish Microsoft would just keep their hands off of things. The more diversity there is in like who owns things, the better. One company buying everything up is not what you want. I mean, look what happened when Microsoft bought Skype. That was the end of that. Everyone jumped ship to Discord, so I guess if Microsoft buys Discord, we're all gonna have to jump ship again. The only thing Microsoft ever did right was MSN Messenger. And then after they bought Skype, they really like axed MSN Messenger, and then they ruined Skype, so then they had no good messaging programs. I wonder if Microsoft ever looks at like the user count for Skype and goes, what the heck happened? I mean, I'm sure that like lots of businesses and stuff probably still use it. They're probably going for more the corporate crowd. It seems to be what everyone's going for these days. No one cares about the little guy anymore. But yeah, in terms of individual users, like who actually still uses Skype? And there you go, we just got a KO, so that means that, you know, an enemy that I sent them was what eventually knocked them out. Hey man, what am I doing? There you go, something like that. Sure, why not? Yeah, thank you. I just wanted like a real power. Ugh. This is just awkward. It's always awkward getting this one. I'm trying to look over at the chat at the same time as I'm doing it. I should just wait until I'm hitting this multi-coin block and then do that. Alright, now I can look at the chat. Looks like we're going back to Ventrilo boys. There you go. Those are the days. Hello Ninja Creations, welcome. Things are going well. And that's another KO. So KOs are great because when you KO someone, I think you get their time and like most of their money. So if you really want to get a lot of money, that's what you want to do. Is get a whole bunch of KOs. Of course, like you don't really have any like direct control over if you KO someone. You just really have to hope that an enemy you send someone's way ends up defeating them. But yeah. That's always a problem I've had with like, you know, Tetris 99. I mean, Tetris 99 I feel like you can plan it a bit more because it's a lot worse sending someone garbage in Tetris than it is just like sending them a bunch of Goombas in Mario 35. Oh, after all that, I take a silly hit like that. Alright, but here we go. Just run through everything. This is, I think, the first time that bullet bills appear in the Mario universe. 5-1. And that's an awkward jump, too. So you can just go from the back. There we go. Last Nintendo console I bought was a Super Nintendo back in 1994. Just ordered the red Switch. Can't wait to dive into Nintendo again. How bad of a time to pick it up? Well, unfortunately, unless it gets there within the next week, you're not going to have a chance to play Mario 35 before it disappears forever, which is really sad. Like, oh, I just can't believe there's like, you know, some people who aren't going to have the chance to play this game. But again, I have my feeling that it will come back somehow. It might not be like free anymore. It might have to be like a paid thing. But I feel like Nintendo just won't completely get rid of it. But yeah, Ventrilo, what other, you know, how about like AOL Messenger? There used to be so many messaging programs back in the day. There's still, I mean, of course there was message boards too. Before there was social media, we all just, you know, gathered on message boards, and it was great because it would be like a really specific community of what it was exactly you wanted to talk about. I guess subreddits are kind of like the modern day message boards, but it's nowhere near the same. And it definitely doesn't have that comfy feel that message boards used to have, where you get to know people, and it was just a good time all around instead of like modern day internet, which is more stressful than anything. But yeah, then you'd go to like people's message board profiles, and it'd be like, you know, a massive list of all the different messaging programs that they used and their usernames. And then there was Trillian, who like tried to combine all the different messaging programs into one. So you didn't have to have like 14 of them open at the same time. But then you didn't get to take advantage of like some of the cool MSN Messenger features, like the games and the custom emoticons. Those were always a really cool part of the experience for me. Who remembers when MSN introduced things like nudges and winks? Did anyone ever actually send anyone a wink? I think they were trying to like sell additional winks too, as if anyone was ever going to actually spend money on those. Maybe someone did. If you have a story of actually spending money on MSN Messenger, I would love to hear it. I feel like I love MSN Messenger so much that if like it still existed today, and I had a means of paying for things, I might actually, because just, oh, the nights spent having awesome chats on MSN Messenger are things I will just never forget. But yeah, obviously back then, things that you had to pay money for on the internet were like such a mystery. I mean, I remember like RuneScape membership was like the first thing that I ever actually got online that was, you know, paid and not just something I could do for free. But yeah, it's just so funny to think that back then, you know, doing things like that would have been cool. But now these days, you know, all you hear is stories about some kid got their mom's iPad and just, you know, racked up the credit card bill with like microtransactions in the game that they didn't even realize were something you actually had to pay for. So I guess these days it's a lot easier to just take your parents' credit card and buy whatever you want with their iPad or something. I don't know. Yeah, microtransactions are kind of a problem. Especially because, yeah, I mean, just give that thing to a kid, they're not going to understand the difference between, like, 10 in-game dollary dues and, like, you know, 10 real-life ones. They're just going to think they're playing the game. Alright, 5 people to go. Why is there not a big castle at the beginning of 5-1, says JJ the Great. So that's a thing from the original Mario 1. It never had a big castle, and there's always been questions like, you know, just why is that? The speculation is that 5-1 was never originally intended to be the first level of World 5, and maybe it's at some point got moved there and they forgot to add the big castle to it, which raises questions like, you know, what was the order originally? I would love to hear, you know, someday just what exactly happened there. But you just never hear stories like that. Like, I don't understand why stories of game development have to be so secretive. Like, look how long people wondered what was up with Stop and Swap in Banjo-Kazooie. Like, would it have been so hard for someone who worked on the game to just come out like years ago and say, oh yeah, this is exactly what we had planned, this is how it was going to work, this is why it fell through? Instead of, you know, making people just wonder and have to dig it out themselves, I don't understand why things have to be so secretive, especially when it's like, you know, 30-year-old things at this point. Why can't Miyamoto have like a podcast where he talks about all the crazy things that happened while he was developing Mario 1? Like, people would love that kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like, you know, why do developers not talk more about their experiences when literally everyone would love to hear about them? But maybe when you're the developer of something, you don't want to talk about it. Maybe if the experience wasn't all that great, you kind of just want to pretend it never happened or something. I don't know. But you figure that, like, you know, Miyamoto would want to talk more about the creation of like his greatest game. But then you did have that game, or rather that video when Mario Maker came out. I think it was, you know, Miyamoto was talking about what went into making level 1-1, which was pretty cool. But I would love to hear more of that, and I think everyone would. Microsoft ruined Rareware. Like, yeah, right? Is there anything they buy that, you know, afterwards you can say, yeah, this is better than before they bought it? I don't think the answer to that is yes. Which is really sad, because, like, you know, it shouldn't have to be that way. It shouldn't be like, oh yeah, if this company gets bought, then I just expect it to be ruined. Like, ugh. And I heard that they just changed the name of Xbox Live to like Xbox Network. It's like, wow, way to just rip off Sony and the PlayStation Network. Ugh. There's just no originality in anything these days. Everything has to be so like business terms. There's just no fun in anything anymore. You gotta bring back, you know, the radical 90s where everything was like, you know, you know, multicolors, wavy, popping out of the page. You know, people would wear like vests and, you know, purple shoes and green pants and all these funky things. We need to bring some fun back. Because it's really interesting. You look back in time, and it's like everyone used to wear suits and ties and stuff. And honestly, I think that's pretty darn cool. If those days came back, I wouldn't complain. But, you know, it was very, like, you know, cut and dry. It wasn't all that exciting. And then things went really funky for a while. Everyone's like, yeah, we can do whatever we want now, wear whatever we want. Let's get, you know, groovy. And then people wear all these funky colors. And now it feels like things have just kind of gotten boring. So it's like a middle between everyone wearing suits and everyone wearing really funky colors, where it's just kind of really plain and uninteresting. And that applies to like everything. Even look at like, you know, programs and stuff now. There's no 3D effects to any logos or you know, user interfaces anymore. Everything's so flat. It just sucks the life out of you to use some things. Anyway, that's just Andrew's observation and modern day things. I hope you enjoy it. I feel like if I cared enough about academics, that could be like my dissertation or something. Andrew and his opinion on why everything sucks in the modern day. Alright, let's get that time back. It's always good when you have red time and you can kind of stick around at 400. Still have 5 people though, and no Lakitus or anything yet. So overall, it's pretty simple so far. This is going to be good for some time. Keeping us up at 400. Same with the kind of star here. We shouldn't have any trouble sticking around. Alright, the star's here. Might as well get some coins while we can. Why is the music so fast when you have over 300 seconds? So, the music speed is not tied to how many seconds we have, it's tied to how many people are left in the match. And the music speeds up when there are 5 or less people. So right now we're down to 5 out of 35. And yeah, no one else is losing. Okay, here we go, 8-1. I mean, this is... Like, it's not like there's anything really good to send anyone in this level. And, piranha plants are so borked in this game. I don't understand how my fireball can phase through that guy, but he still deals damage to me when he's like barely sticking up out of the pipe. There we go. And we're running out of time. This is kind of a so-so level for accumulating time. Like, I want money, but at the same time, look at that clock. It is just draining. All right, let's get to that star and see what we can do in terms of getting some time back. We're not going to go into this whole thing here, but I kind of have to. Oh, I totally dodged that piranha plant. That was awesome. Oh, no. That was some awkward controlling there, but we did it. All right, star, hurry up and get down here. Okay, let's get some time back. I almost jumped right into that hole, but we're just going to completely ignore that. And this is the thing that last time I wasn't able to just kind of cheese through because I missed that star. Gotta listen to that music though. Okay. Whoa! Okay. And here's, you don't want to take your time, you just want to run right through that. Okay, here we go. You don't want to rush this too much. Now this one, it's the opposite of the other one, where like you don't want to rush. Or maybe like if you're a speedrunner, obviously you know the trick. But for me, oh wow, here we go, Lakitu time when the time's running out. Interesting. Now see, Koopa Troopa right here would be really good, but can we get a good bounce combo going? Just look at all the time we can get if we do that. And this is going to be nice. We might even get back to like 400 if we play this right. Wow, okay. Okay, so yeah, we're in Lakitu Town now. And there we go, that's exactly what we want. And there is not this one. I pressed that roulette like hours ago. There we go. Koopa Troopa, get over here. I was just waiting for that to be like a hit. That clock is just... And there's still 5 people. There have been 5 people for so long now. Lakitu party time, right? Like, absolutely. I love Lakitu party. I pretty much, you know, just have to keep doing a thing like that, and okay, sure, why not? 2, 3, this is gonna be awful with Lakitus and all that. Oh, there we go, that's exactly what we want. Star power plus 2-3 or 7-3, that is just wonderful. Alright, I'm just gonna keep spamming that. The problem is though, if we get like an awkward power-up where we're like mid-jump, it could send us into a hole, but okay. I'll take that. Hopefully this can get us to the end of the level. Sometimes when there's so much happening on screen, it can be tough to see like what you're even doing. Alright, a star again? Yes. This is... stars are pretty much exactly what you want once Lakitu party time starts. Like, there's nothing better. POW blocks are nice because it clears everything off screen. Yeah, so, okay, this is going to take us pretty much to the end of the level now, because I got this, and we're going to have another star here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And even if we take a hit or two... Oh, no, don't get clipped on that. Yes! Perfect. And 1-2, interesting. This is another case where, like, we should be able to get this star here, hopefully. And I'm not being sent anything. Unfortunately, it's not like we can really do anything to, like, you know, kill the Lakitus and send them to someone else. And that mushroom's gone. I should have gone down into the pipe. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Oh, no. Yeah, I should have just gone into that pipe, too. What am I even doing? Look at the time, huh? Okay, I just sent those to someone. How can there still be... Okay, mushroom. Star, please. POW block, fine. No, no. Hurry up, roulette, 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 roulette. Not POW block. Star, star. There is a star coming up if I could just get like a power up to get to it. I mean, that's giving me lots of time, which is nice, but I just need a real power-up. I'm getting so close to that star. Okay, fire flower, sure. It's at least 2 hits instead of 1. Alright, here's the star. I can get that now. I can get that. Oh, how did I not get it? There we go. Sure. I'm just gonna say no to all those guys. Okay, sure, why not? Only 3 left, 2 left. Like, yeah, that guy is hanging in for a long time. And the Lakitus have kind of died down. I see they are dealing with a ton of Lakitus on their screen. Yes! KO! And that's a victory! Beautiful. Sorry I'm not watching the chat too much. Oh, hopefully that's good for at least 1 level. I mean, I can't see us probably getting 2. But there you go, that's great. And right off the ledge from damage freezing the game came in 3rd. Yeah, see, like, that's the worst. Yay, number 1. Oh, was anyone else in this match? Remember when Microsoft Windows was more business-like with branding? Windows 1 to 3 was the business theme for marketing. Yeah, I missed the old Windows days. Thank you, everyone. That was great. Okay, so that was 1,704 coins, and that wasn't even actually maybe a level? No. Still not a level from all that, see? Oh, there's Noelle! There you go! 3rd place, congratulations. Just to confirm, Alpha Angel, you're Noelle, right? If you know, my memory's not failing me from last week. That was an intense match, though. Very cool. I'm happy that the time sync is working, so we can get more than, you know, more people in the same match. Awesome. Okay, so let's do it again. Like, what was that? Like, look at that. Oh, look how many coins you need for level. There's no way I'm getting to double stars unless I play like every night. Because even coming in 1st, it's just no money. And is there a special match? There is a special match. What is it? It doesn't tell you what the special match is. So the next one we do is going to be a special match, and you just press A on it to start, right? So if anyone wants to join in with the special match, which again I have no idea what it is, we're going to do at 43 minutes. I can't wait till it like goes to the next hour so I can actually be like 1:43 instead of just being like 43 minutes. So at 00:43 and 0 seconds, we're going to start the special battle. Let's see what's up with this thing. But thank you to everyone who's, you know, stopping by tonight and joining in. Hope you're having a good time. What's the clock looking like? Alright, we got 8 seconds. On my end anyway. Again, make sure you're looking at the clock yourself because it's not going to be the same if you're listening to the video. And 43 minutes. Oh no, and then you gotta press A again. Actually, so I'm going to redo that one. Like, it doesn't help to tell me. And then it doesn't tell you. Oh. Okay, yeah, we gotta redo that one. 44 minutes this time. And it's dumb because it comes up and like, what is the special battle? But it doesn't actually tell you like what's special about it, like what the courses are. If anything, the best source of information in that regard has been the Japanese Twitter. I don't even think the North American, or rather the English Twitter, has been saying anything about like what's special about the special matches. I don't know. I feel like all around the way Nintendo handles their, you know, advertising and such is kind of borked. But what else is new, right? Anyway, I'm not taking my eye off this clock. And I got 10 seconds on my end. Again, this is 0 hours, 44 minutes, and no seconds. And hopefully this time it just works. 44 minutes. There we go. This is World Count Challenge. If you push the plus button, it should tell you. On the Switch home screen on the Nintendo Online will tell you. Yeah, we'll have to check that. I could swear I never get English communications in that regard. I always get the Japanese one. So we'll see after this if I got that. But alright, let's see. So 6-2 is where we're beginning. Interesting. Again, 6-2 levels everyone seems to love. We start as Fire Mario. And there's, of course, a good opportunity to get some money here. Is this going to take us to like 6-3 next? Because that would be interesting. I love seeing how people deal with 6-3. Nintendo of America Twitter page tells you. It does, okay. I could always swear when I checked the English one, it didn't. Good to hear it's available in English too. There might have been a time when maybe it was only in Japanese, I just haven't checked recently. Hello DMB Shooter 1, could you tell me how those... Sorry, I'm trying to read your comment while also playing. Next chance I get, I'll definitely read it. Thank you so much for, you know, chatting though, and for... Wait! Look at my clock! I haven't been paying attention at all to the clock! Whoops! I guess I should start doing this. Okay, I was not paying attention to the time. I'm just used to having lots of time. So whoops. We'll try that again. Yeah, that was just my bad. Was anyone else in this match though? Let's see if we can find anyone from the chat. Well, there's Noelle. Okay, so Noelle, we're totally watching you and judging you. Again, this is Alpha Angel in the chat. So let's see, let's commentate. So 3-1, interesting level. So I guess there wasn't any 6-3. There you go, want to get that point combo? Or rather, it's not points. One thing you'll see I sometimes do when I'm playing is I'll jump up and hit brick blocks that don't really have any, you know, reason to be hit, but I do it anyway. And that's just because even Noelle kind of did it right there. Because when you play the normal game, breaking a brick is worth 50 points, so it's always in my head, you know, get that 50 points, but breaking bricks has literally no meaning in this game. Aside from obviously, like, clearing the way in case you need to get through. Awesome how Noelle was put in the top left corner too, like it knew that, you know, we were trying to get matched together. I guess maybe because we pressed it that exact same second. How this game works. Do you just make it to the end? Yeah, so you want to be the last person standing. Basically, obviously, if, you know, any of the players die, then they get kicked out of the game, and then they're placed in whatever position they are, compared to how many other people are left in the game. And yeah, you just want to be the last one standing. There's strategies, or rather benefits to taking a slower approach and a faster approach. Noelle here is doing what I normally do. I play through the levels pretty quickly. For whatever reason, I just kind of like to get farther ahead. Now, I also feel like the later levels, you know, get to my level, which has Lakitu in it, which I like to kind of spread around. Of course, this is the special battle, so I guess that's not nearly as relevant. But keeping time is also an issue, too. You know, you want to get to those levels that have lots of time available. But yeah, you just want to be the last Mario standing, so don't die, and be number one. It's pretty much the, you know, name of the game. Can you sabotage others? So when you defeat an enemy, you can target various people. You can like target someone specifically, or as you can see, Noelle right now has the random selection selected, so all the enemies that Noelle defeats will be sent to a random person and appear on their screen. So pretty much you can load up other people's screens with enemies by defeating lots of enemies on your own. And you can tell which enemies have been sent to you because they're the ones that are kind of grayed out. Like that Koopa Troopa, or rather that bouncing Paratroopa. That's one that someone sent Noelle. Oh, it didn't take the coin bonus room. Interesting. Yeah, this is cool, seeing how someone else deals with 8-1. Of course, there's that multi-coin block in the middle down there. There you go. This is when you don't want POW blocks, but you sometimes get them anyway. And here you go. Get that star and go. You got 19th in the game. Go Noelle, Sunflare Glaze says. This game is crazy and... Yeah, this game is awesome. It's just so cool. Oh, wow, that's a... Oh, no, yeah, that's an awful place for a Hammer Brother. Right in that little platform in the middle. And that's the one I'm talking about. You can't, you know, go into that little platform with no speed. You kind of just have to run at it, but when they put a Hammer Brother in the middle, what are you going to do, right? But there you go. Anyone else here? Mama, J-Man, just Jen. Alright, doesn't look like there's anyone else from our thing here, and... There you go, Sunflare was 19, And Noel, 12th. Very nice. That Hammer Bro threw you off hard. Absolutely, you're welcome. Hopefully the commentary was good. Let's try this one again. So this one I'm gonna go back to the main menu again because I feel like it'd be easier to time that way. So we'll go from here, we'll do the special battle, and I'll remember that I actually have to accumulate time because I'm not used to like having to worry about that so early into the match. Usually it's just kind of a natural thing to have lots of time. So at 51 minutes, 0 hours and 51 minutes UTC time is when we're gonna jump into this one again. But yeah, what a weird special battle. Yeah, like what levels were there? It was like 6-2, 2-1, 3-1. What were some other ones? Like, I don't see the connection between them all. Well, obviously 8-1. Oh, it's not even all the dash ones because 6-2. I don't see the connection. Yeah, Alpha Angel, 6-2 start is wild. It might not always be the start. There's the potential that a different level might be the start at some point. Oh, whoa, that was a loud sound effect. Something just happened. I believe that means we got a subscription from Tammy Goodman. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Variety Battle Finale. Interesting. Variety in what sense? Just like kind of random levels. Okay, 10 seconds on my end, so I gotta pay attention. And this is 51 minutes and no seconds and no hours either. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Let's hope we can get some more people into the match again from the chat. Yeah, so they're really calling it a finale, huh? That pretty much confirms that. You know, Nintendo's axing it at the end of next week. There you go, a whole 35. I was wondering if that bottom right one would fill up. And where we're going to start this time, it might not be 6-2 again. Hello, Jeremiah Mills. Hello. Thank you so much for joining in. We are playing some Mario 35, and you can join in too by using the clock in the chat to sync up when we begin games. So that's interesting. It starts you with 99 coins and like 90 seconds. I must have blown a lot of time last time. And I'm already playing like a frump though. So that's awesome to know. Yeah, starting in a level with Lakitu, now that's cool. Yeah, you thought 6-2 start was crazy. This is going to make things real interesting real fast. And I'm doing attackers now, which attackers seems to be the way to get people to aim at you. Which is fun. I like it. It makes it more fun, I think. Might even be able to do a thing like this. Oh, there was a spine in there? I didn't even see that. A lot of people are getting knocked out really early. I'd like a power-up. A star would be awesome. Alright, here we go. Lakitu wall already, like 5 seconds into the match. Okay, I just gotta use this damage invincibility to get to the top here. I don't care. Send those to someone. 3-2. Now, here's an interesting thing, because I'm gonna get so much time here. And I was hoping I wouldn't get hit, but I did anyway. There's a power-up right there, but it's so hard to get to. There we go. And we're gonna get a star right here, which is super nice. I definitely, I was like, I used the roulette, but I don't even have enough money for the roulette. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. There's no way I'm gonna survive this. It's impossible. The second the star runs out, I'm so dead. There's nothing I was gonna be able to do there. Look at that at the bottom right though. Someone's still in like level 6-1. They're just taking it really slow, it seems. Well, that was interesting. We'll pull it together next time. That was not my best performance again. Oh, I don't see anyone from the chat still in here, unless they never got into the battle. Super interesting for sure. Try to pay attention to how much time you have left. Yeah, see, that time wasn't the issue. The Lakitus. Starting with a level that has a Lakitu in it. Like, everyone's just getting murdered by Lakitus. Not this guy. This guy actually doesn't have too many Lakitus on the screen. Like, even 4-1. Wow, lots of Lakitu levels. Yeah, there you go. See, that's what I wanted. I wanted more stars. I was just getting POW blocks, which are nice in like an instant, but the second everything, you know, on screen is cleared off and you move on to the next screen, it's bad again. Like, here you go. Like, look at that. That's awesome. That means this guy must be getting just murdered. But he has so much money. How did he get so much money? Is he gonna go down the pipe? Yes. And then 4-1. Oh, there's this guy too. I haven't been paying attention over here. You have no money left. You're so dead. You are dead. Look at him just surf on top of the Lakitus. Oh, he got killed by a Spiny. This guy has no money left, so he's definitely going to be out soon. But this guy has got so much, because he probably got KOs, which was what happened. Oh, Sunflare, you were number 11 in that match. Very nice. Was Noelle in this one? If you were, I didn't see you. Let's try this one again. And then we'll go back to normal matches. I just want to try and do a little bit better in one of the special matches. We'll do this one at 56 minutes. 0 hours, 56 minutes. So close to not having it be 0 hours anymore. This is a weird special match. Lakitu first thing is tough. You got 11th. Yeah, it really is tough. Fun, but like, whoa. Alright, so 56 minutes, just under 30 seconds to go for me. Again, anyone who wants to try and get into the same match as myself and other people in the chat, go to that link in the description down there. And we're basing it off of the coordinated universal time on the right. When it gets to 56 minutes, it's probably going to be too late for this one, but please feel free to join in on other matches as well. 5 seconds to go for me. And there we go. Alright, one more try for this one. So lots of things to consider. Gotta consider the time. We definitely want to get money, and it seems like the best way to get money is to just KO people, but KOing has always been kind of luck. Will you ever be able to play this game again once it's gone from the Switch? Well, that's a good question to ask Nintendo. Unfortunately, right now it doesn't seem like it, but I bet it comes back some way. First stage Lakitu equals impossible mode. Speaking of the complete opposite of first stage Lakitu, here is first stage 1-1. And what, don't you usually get turned into Fire Mario to start? It's weird that this time you don't. But I guess maybe because it's level 1-1. But it's okay, let's build up that money and not waste it. Because it was first level Lakitu last time, I just burned like all my money in the first level. But this is going to give us a good chance to build up a bit of a bank here. To hopefully use later. Oh yeah, nothing really going on. No one is attacking me, which is interesting. It's bad because it means I'm not gaining time, but it's good because it means I can just kind of relax, build up some money, and wow, 1-2. Wait, so is it not always the same challenge mode? Like, is that what I'm getting? Because that's interesting if that's true. It's not always the same one. Maybe the last one was themed around Lakitu, while this one's not? Because that's actually a really cool concept if that's true. And I have to give kudos to Nintendo for thinking of that one. Oh, there you go, it's a KO. How many people do you think died to that first Goomba? When you play enough Mario 35, you will see that there are indeed people who do it from time to time. People who probably aren't too experienced with Mario and... you know, who knows what their situation is. It could also happen by accident too. Nerves or something, you never know. Local Maverick, hello! Welcome to the Mario 35 stream. Hope you're having a nice night. If you have a Switch in Mario 35, feel free to join in. Alright, 4-1, here we go. It's Lakitu time. No one else... Oh, one other person seems to be in 4-1. Oh, I was hoping that my hitting that shell would like bounce up and hit the Lakitu. I feel like that's something that would happen in like a real Mario game like Mario World. Is Hi in the chat? Hi always argues with me about Mario World having the undisputable best controls of any Mario game ever. And anyone who denies that can just get out of here right now. Obviously people are going to feel different ways. I don't know, I just feel like Mario World has like the ultimate Mario controls. I just love them. Pretty much the non-existence of momentum is what I love. Because you can just control like how Mario moves so perfectly. I feel like in the more recent Mario games, Mario feels more like Luigi used to. He just slides all over the place. He also feels really heavy. I don't like how Mario jumps in modern side-scrolling Mario games. Oh, here comes Lakitu. And there we go. Star? I don't mind if I do. Oh, I was hoping to get that mushroom. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Something about the special mode in me just isn't jiving tonight, I guess. Ugh. Terrible, 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 terrible. We'll go back to the normal mode. Obviously, I'm just not meant to do the special mode tonight. Alright, Noel, we're gonna be watching you again, unless... Who else we got? Sunflare and Noel are both in this match. They're both gonna be beating me tonight, that's for sure. Sunflare's having a kind of rough time. I wonder why Sunflare chose 3-1 instead of 4-1. I'm assuming that, you know, Sunflare probably chose that option from the warp zone? Unless maybe Sunflare didn't use the warp zone at all and just kind of ended up there. Oh, is Sunflare gone? Oh, no, sorry, no, Noel? No, Noel's still here. Noel's in 2-3. Interesting. Not being attacked by anything, pretty much. Oh, Sunflare is gone. Yeah, definitely a tough situation there. Super Mario spoiled me on controls for every game going forward. Alright, let's see here. And you're just not getting anyone attacking you, which is good. Again, you have enough time that, like, you don't need to worry too much. But at the same time, it's nice to build up a little bit more as well. 2 spectators, probably Sunflare spectating as well. And here's 3-1. Interesting. You chose 3-1 to add Hammer Bros to the mix. Smart, very smart. I just can't can't resist Lakitu. I have to do Lakitu. But wow, at this rate, I'm just not going to be leveling up at all. My dreams of double star are just drowning. But okay, I think we need to go back to normal mode. That seems to be where I do the best. Maybe we'll come back to special mode a little bit later on. Once I get my groove back. What time do we have here? 9 o'clock. JD Aster said he would be by around 9:30 Eastern time. So that'd be another person to kind of join in our matches. I'm happy we've been really successful tonight. Getting, you know, people from the chats and myself into the same match. Hopefully we can keep that up. Alright, 3-2. Oh, see, if you're holding run at the beginning of the level, you shoot a fireball automatically. And it knocks out that starting Goomba, which is the Goomba that you, or rather the Koopa Troopa, which is the Koopa that you can use to build up a whole ton of time. So it kind of sucks when you do that. But thankfully, there was like a ghost Koopa Troopa that they were able to use anyway. But Noel, keep on going. Only 7 people left, including you. And here's a really tough moment, when the top of the screen is just kind of full of Lakitus. And you have no choice but to climb those stairs. Alright, a star. There you go. What time is it at my place? It's currently 9:02 p.m. here. I am in the Eastern time zone. Bang o'clock. I think I mentioned it in the last Mario 35 stream, but 3-3 is like the simplest treetop level. In terms of, like, there's so much treetop that it's hard to fall into the hole. So if I'm getting this correctly, this is just the level, or rather the round that plays in order. Because we started at 1-1, and then the warp zones took us to 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. So interesting. So you're just playing the game normally now. And this is going to take you to 4-1. And there's still 6 people left. Hopefully you got lots of coins ready for Lakitu. Add some Lakitus into the mix. Very nice. Do you know what day the new Donkey Kong video will be released? There's a new DK video? Oh! See, that kind of moment when the screen freezes when you're either powering up or powering down? That can just mess your timing up so bad. Good game though. Very good game. And see, this guy's just getting nailed with Lakitu. You were lucky that for so long you were able to avoid that. And then there you go. Can't tell you how many times the damage kills me. Yeah, it's just, it really does. Don't worry about that. But yes, good game, everyone. And let's move back to regular battles now, where hopefully we can win this one, and we could win. Obviously, there will only be one winner. If someone else from the chat won, I would be totally okay with that, but of course, I want to get those coins. So let's go back to the clock here. And yay, we're finally at an hour. So at 1:05 and 30 seconds will be the next match. 1:05 and 30 seconds. That's UTC time. Collective squad, but didn't we have a round in the last stream where it was like 1, 2, 3? The three of us? That was awesome. Oh, the new DK Unveiled. Yeah, DK Unveiled is tomorrow. I appreciate that you're looking forward to it. I'm like, Donkey Kong video. Is it like Nintendo releasing a trailer for a new Donkey Kong game or something like that? But oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled. Let's let me make sure I get this. Bang. Part 19 will be going up tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It will be a 90-minute video. So get ready. It will be the first 2 levels of World 6. They were a lot of fun. You're welcome. Thank you for asking. I'm happy people are excited for it. After that, I have part 20 recorded. It needs to be edited. And it is the 3rd level of World 6. It will be uploaded next week, probably. And then I need to record some more. But yeah, otherwise, Unveiled is proceeding very well. I'm still having a really great time with it. And World 6 is a lot of fun, so I hope you enjoy the parts that, come from that. People keep saying that the most difficult level in the entire hack is somewhere in World 6. So we'll see how that goes. If you ever see this, like a 3-hour video dedicated to a single level, it's probably that one. Every time I play Unveiled, I have to put aside like 3 to 4 hours for recording because I just don't know how long I'm going to play. But going forward, I'm probably going to be doing like just 1 level per part because 2-hour plus recording sessions that come from recording more than 1 level in 1 part are a lot to deal with. I think it's just better overall to do like 1 at a time if it's going to be that long, so that things don't get too taxing. And we all have a good time. Wow, Goomba inside Goomba. I wasn't ready for that. I appreciate that. Thank you all so much for looking forward to it. I'm happy that everyone's enjoying Unveiled and that you enjoy the longer parts because, you never know how people are going to feel. But, if it's something that you can just, get your bowl of popcorn and enjoy, then I'm very happy to hear that. And again, yes, part 19 tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be 90 minutes long. And it's definitely one where there's like the ability to play along. I really like that. I really like kind of, can you potentially figure out something that I missed before I realize it? I like when people point out that kind of thing in the chat. Like, oh yeah, I had this idea about where the DK coin was before you came up with it. Or when people post like, oh, I didn't even think about that until you got it. It's really cool seeing how different people interpret the game. And of course it's going to be different too if you're playing it. Because, there's like cuts and things where I have more time to think when I'm replaying levels and such. But still, I really enjoy hearing other people's thoughts in regards to secrets and stuff. So never be afraid to post comments about those. Yep, so Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled is being recorded back home. That's how that project started, and that's how I want that project to continue. Same location, same TV, same everything is how I want Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled to finish, which is why progress on it isn't very fast, because I only record it when I go home. But I think it'll be worth it in the end. I don't want to, mess it up now. I think it's going to be a really good project that even after it's done, people can hopefully go back and enjoy it. And it's just, a really awesome culmination of so many different things I've done. Because I've, all the different Donkey Kong Country 2 Let's Plays, and, it's just so difficult. And it's a completely new experience, and I just think it's a great Let's Play. So I definitely want to keep it as it's been. And, it sucks right now. Oh, really? But at least the flower will kind of take me right back up to Fire Mario. You know, the waiting time sucks right now, but once it's out there, you know, this thing, months and years from now, people will just be able to watch the whole thing straight through, and they'll never know anything about the waits between each episode. Not that there's been any, like, excruciatingly long waits, I don't think. I'll be happy if I can continue getting, like, at least one part up per week. There might be a week or two where that doesn't happen. But like I said, I have part 20 recorded. It's just, once again, like an hour-plus recording session that needs to be edited. And then I'm gonna keep doing my best to keep recording parts from there. Anyway, let's see, what do we have going on here? Ugh, why did I jump into that? So a question that we actually never had answered was what happens if you go above the ceiling? And the only way we would do that is if there's like a really good opportunity to bounce on an enemy and get up there. Or if we're in the middle of a power-up, we could do like a double jump. And I wonder what happens, like does it just maybe just not let you go on top of the screen? So you can't get stuck? Or, you know, will the game acknowledge that you beat the level if you go up there and then, you know, just kind of clear it for you? I'd be really interested to try it, and if I ever had the opportunity, I would. Just the opportunity has not come up. For some reason, the Goombas look different than they do in Mario 3, and yet they aren't any different. And then you have the ones that look different again in Mario World, but they're of course different. And I think they've been named Galoombas now, but I don't believe that their name was any different in the original Mario World. Like, if you look in the instruction manual and stuff, I believe they were still referred to as Goombas back then. But that's more of like a recent name that's been given to them to distinguish them, which is interesting. But yeah, the Goombas definitely look a little bit different than Mario 3. They're more yellow. It's like the Simpsons version of Goombas, I guess. Ugh, this is just... Ugh, there we go. Are you recording them in your apartment? Yeah, sorry, I already answered that question. There we go. At least I hope you didn't ask it like twice. Or, I mean, if you did, then maybe it's just because I didn't answer it the first time soon enough. Guys, don't forget there is going to be a little bit of a delay here. Alright, let's go. I feel like we just played this level. I think that was 2-4 last time. This one's 5-4. And there we go. Oh, we just did that kind of double jump there. We could try and do that with a power-up too, yeah. Like, can I get up there? I really want to know. No. No, nothing to bounce on now. Alright then. Wait, oh. I was hoping that shell would defeat Bowser, but then he just jumped right over it, like he knew what he was doing. I have enough money, I'm using the power-up here. I'm not going to risk getting killed by Goombas and look really silly on the internet. That's the worst thing that you can possibly do. Remember. Alright, let's see. That. It's because of Mario 3D World? Ugh. Yeah, so Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury is very interesting. We talked about it a bit in the last stream. But yeah, it's just like, pretty much if you want more 3D Mario, that's the game for you to check out. Bowser's Fury mode is actually pretty cool. The worst part of it is the cat shines that you can only get when Bowser's in a rage. Those ones felt pretty janky to get, but otherwise I actually really enjoyed like the map design in that game. And there were a few times when you had to get shines that required you to get like all the blue coins, and there were a couple of those that felt pretty janky. Oh wow. But otherwise, it was very good. Like taking the ski boot from Mario 3D World and forcing you to do like extremely precise maneuvers with it in a time limit, it did not feel good. If JD Aster was here, he'll disagree with me, but he might not be here yet, so I'm gonna rag on something that he actually likes. The snow levels in Mario 3D World were not my favorite, but I know that the snow levels are his favorite. Not everyone's gonna have their preference, of course. Anyway, I see that there's some comments. I'll try and look as soon as I can. What do we got? What do you do? Oh, yes. Let's see here. 5-1. Oh, and I did that thing where I held Y. And it shoots the fireball right at the beginning. And, you know, it takes out the first Koopa Troopa, but then thankfully there was a ghost one like right behind it, so we were still able to get the epic combo there. Alright, let's see here. That's where I believe you can get a 1-up in the original game, and the trick is that like you don't get the star if you want the 1-up, because obviously if you have the star, you can't, you know, jump on the Koopa Troopa and then get a massive combo that way. But don't need to worry too much about 1-ups in this game. We have a lot of money. 5 players left. JJ the Great, 7th place. You were in this match? Awesome. I'm curious who else is left. Oh, wow. It always feels really bad when there's like a massive thing of enemies and you somehow manage to jump right in between them all and take damage. Oh, red time. Now this is when it's like, you know, should I take the time to still get money? Or is it because the time's red I should be panicking and just running as fast as I can? But like, look at that, back to 400 seconds again. Whenever you hit that 400, it's like, okay, well whatever I did prior to that, you know, was worth it, because it's not like you can have more time than 400 anyway. Might as well still go down here, even if we don't like spend all day getting the multi-coin block. It's still great to just kind of do a quick run through, get those coins that are just kind of hanging about. And where's this gonna go? 741132. Well, if we're doing time, like, there's no reason to rush ahead to 7-4. So let's just do a thing like this. Got tons of time. And there's a star that I really don't need because we're about to get one anyway. But yeah, let's just take our time here. I feel like no matter kind of how long we hang around here, this is not going to be a hard level to get back to 400 seconds on. So, no reason to rush ahead to like a castle level with pretty much nothing in it. There's a bullet bill out of nowhere. And time is starting to go down really fast. Oh, that was silly. I don't like that at all. Wow. Bowser came back from off screen, right? And there you go. Almost completed that daily thing. There you go, JJ, 7th place. Who have we still got? We got F. We got Noel. And Sunflare. Well, they are still going. That was just a silly death by me. Noel also in level 1-1. Kind of leaving off where we were. Actually, Sunflare also in level 1-1. And pretty much Bowser in the exact same place we got toasted by him. Yes, the time limit can't exceed 400 seconds. Exactly, yes. Yeah, that time is draining really quickly now. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if just Sunflare and Noel kind of come down to the bottom too on this one. And 5-1 after that. And so Noel is actually just getting to 3-2 now. They had the same strategy I did. And no reason to rush ahead to 7-4. But then again, if I had just gone to 7-4, I might not have died in such a silly way. It's funny how sometimes the easiest levels can be the ones you make the dumbest mistakes. But yeah. This person has 777 coins, and they have like max time still. So, you know, F is going to be tough to beat. Sunflare and Noel both doing around how I normally do, with like around 300 coins-ish at this point. But yeah, this guy must have had like a ton of KOs. 819 now. Like, wow. That's a lot of money to have. I don't think I've ever seen the counter go above 1,000. Let's see if we can see that. And here, what choice will they make? They actually chose 7-4. Interesting. Because look at, their time is just like melting. And there's hardly any chances to get more time here. So there you go. You might have just, you know, made your grave. You could have gone to 3-2 and it would have been easy town. Yeah, like this guy killed himself. He really did. All he had to do was go to like 3-2. Noel, congratulations! You beat a 36 double star player who made a really dumb decision. Congratulations! And there's me down at 5th. So it goes Noel, F, Sunflare, Antonio, Andrew. Very nice. Close game indeed, but great job. Did you see what happened on my screen? That guy was like killing it. And then he just made a really dumb decision. Yes, but congratulations. That was a lot of fun. Press F in the chat for F for going to 7-4 with super speed timer, says Milesluigi. Exactly. That was really silly. Like, they definitely could have, you know, pulled it off if they just gone to 3-2. Lots of opportunity for time there. But okay, let's do that again. This time, I'm not gonna have a silly death, I swear. And again, like, ugh. I don't think we've gained one level in like over an hour. This is really bad. Oh, what's the time? All right, at 1:22:30 is when we'll begin. That's 1:22:30 seconds UTC time. F in the chat for F. Ugh, their most embarrassing Mario 35 moments recorded for all eternity. Until YouTube goes down. Do you think YouTube will ever disappear? Like, is Google just too massive for any of their resources to ever go away? Involuntarily. Because of course, Google's known to just like shut things down for no good reason, or get rid of features and such. It's possible that the day will come when YouTube's like, yeah, we're only gonna let corporations upload videos now. Yeah, we're gonna go back and delete all videos that are older than 10 years old. Like, I could see them doing something dumb like that. So you just never know what might happen to content on YouTube. You think it's there forever, but you never know. And that was 1:22:30 seconds. Last year, I actually made an effort to do something I hadn't done before, because back when I started YouTube, hard drives were expensive, and I mean, obviously they weren't to the size that they are now. So I went and backed up all my videos, any ones that I still didn't have saved. Just taking one last drink there before the match begins. Like I went and downloaded, and I just filled up like a massive portable hard drive with like all my videos, so that should anything ever happen to YouTube or my channel, whatever, it's not just like, you know, 10 years of history gone. I still have them. Now, if something happens to the hard drive, I'm totally toast. Maybe I should buy like a backup hard drive. But yeah, it's just like a good thing to do, because you just never know. You think that things online are there forever, but you just never know. Oh, there we go, a KO already. That's what you want. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, right? Like, you look at big companies that have fallen in recent years, like Sears or something like that. Do you think back in like the 1980s and 90s, anybody ever thought that Sears, one of the biggest retail stores ever, used to send out this massive magazine? You know, flyers and stuff, like, for every occasion? Think anybody back then would ever think that Sears would disappear? But companies today that have kind of gotten their roots in the digital age, it feels like they're a lot less volatile. Like, what's ever gonna knock Google down? Nothing. But once the internet came around, it was so easy for a company like Amazon to get a leg up on a company like Sears, who just wasn't embracing the digital age. So unless an age comes after the digital age, and there's a new technology that comes about that Google for some reason decides not to grasp, but like another company does, then I just don't see how like Google ever falls. And that's just why it feels like there's so much anti-competition these days. And then you get companies like Microsoft just literally buying up all the competition. And everything feels just so confined and stale. Because it's so hard for new people to enter the marketplace, where back in the day, you know, if there's a shop down the street and you want to compete with them, you open up your own shop on the same street. Nowadays, it's like, how do you compete with Google? Ugh. The world's a crazy place. Kmart and Toys R Us, exactly, right? Oh, I'm not used to enemies turning direction like that. I guess it's something I never normally see in the original Mario, because I'm always to the left of them anyway, but yeah, it's so awkward when an enemy turns around and comes after you. It's like, I'm not used to you actually having like enough AI to do that. Oh. It's really weird. Sometimes enemies will interact with other enemies, and sometimes they won't. I feel like it has to do with like ghost enemies only interact with ghost enemies, and non-ghost enemies only interact with non-ghost enemies. But it can be confusing sometimes. So once JD Aster comes back, we'll have to ask him about what time this game disappears at. JD Aster was saying he thinks it's 8 p.m. Eastern time on next Wednesday, which is kind of bad because that's normally when I begin streaming. I mean, it's good and bad. Of course, by that point, 8 p.m. our time, March 31st, is 9 a.m. April 1st Japan time. So, I mean, technically, it will already be April by the time the game shuts down, if that's true, in Japan. But yeah, like, I just don't know. Because I'm prepared to have a late night that night. Just, like, if it was confirmed that the game shut down at midnight Pacific time, which would be 3 a.m. Eastern time, I would be willing to play until 3 a.m. Eastern time, just to say that I played until the very last second that Mario 35 existed. But, yeah, apparently according to what JD Aster says, it might disappear even earlier than that. Which we might have to make some accommodations for, if that's true. But if it is later than that, we'll have to see how it goes. If there is no confirmed time, and it ends up being like, you know, 7 a.m. or something, that'd be really bad. So I don't think I would probably, you know, just kind of guess in that case. But we'll see what happens. Alright, what have we got here? Fortunately, no Koopa's ever gonna, like, come this way. Uh-oh. I realized that was a bad move the second I did it. Because the Hammer Brothers chase after you. Like, everything chases after you in this game. Hammer Brothers, Bowser. So you always want to... Oh no, I was hoping to come out of here with the power-up. So you always want to defeat things from the left, and not let them get behind you. This is always a really bad feeling spot, but alright, very good. What time Japan? So Japan, since it's not daylight savings time anymore, they are 13 hours ahead of Eastern time. So, if you're in Eastern time, that's useful. I guess, you know, if you're Central time, then they're 14 hours ahead. Mountain time would be like 16 hours. Or is it 15? Yeah, maybe 15 Mountain Time and then like 16 Pacific Time. That's how it works. Wow, Hammer Brother, just get out of my face. Something like that. There we go. The Mountain Time is the one that no one ever really talks about. Being in Eastern Time, if you watch a commercial for something, it will usually tell you what time something is on TV, for example. I know we already talked earlier about how like everyone's cutting the cable, and I don't disagree with that at all. But if you are watching a commercial for something, it will be like, this show's on at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. But then you never hear anything about Mountain Time. And then you hear a lot about Pacific Time because, you know, California's big and lots of stuff goes on over on the West Coast, but, you know, nothing ever happens in the Mountain Time Zone. I think, is Nevada in the Mountain Time Zone? Or are they Pacific as well? They might be Mountain. So yeah, I guess unless you're in Las Vegas, you don't really care what time it is in the Mountain Time Zone. Alright, Lakitu time, here we go. Do a thing where I do this and this. Oh, seriously? Oh, I was hoping that I would be able to get in there and then turn it into a flower. So then even if I took the hit afterwards, I could still become Fire Mario, but that did not work out. And you cannot jump on a Hammer Brother without taking damage. It is impossible. Because even if you like land on them properly, they'll always have a hammer over their head that hits you anyway. Okay, we're getting into the Lakitu zone now here though. Can get some money down here. Don't forget where your one-up mushrooms are. There we go. That's the way you want to defeat them, either with fireballs or with a shell to the face. Now, how do I do this? Can I get in here? No, I cannot. Oh, how many dumb deaths am I going to have tonight? It's just not my night. See, that's what I'm talking about. Mario World's the best. There's no momentum at all. So you never have that problem. Oh boy. I hope I get better, but I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Do we have anyone else here? Sunflare, you go. JJ, very nice. And Noel. And everyone in the chat's beating me tonight. Totally don't approve of this at all. JJ's got 8 coins. Noel's got a massive 405 coins with Sunflare, 332. See, I feel like maybe what they did is they didn't play as fast as I did. They probably haven't been to even 6-1 yet. Where I rushed to the harder levels, not that the reason I died was because of anything hard. It's just because of me falling into the ditch. But yeah. Bad idea, absolutely. Nevada is Pacific Time. So what the heck is Mountain? Utah's Mountain, there we go. Monterance Ross, welcome, hello. Daylight Savings Time is active right now in the US. Japan's time never changes. It never goes forward or back. It's always the same. So wait, is Daylight Savings when it's ahead or when it's back? I thought Daylight Savings was when the time went back an hour, but I guess it's when it goes forward. I don't know. I just call it, is time ahead an hour or back an hour? Ugh. But yeah, Japan's time's always the same. It doesn't ever change depending on the time of year. Alright, Sunflare. Time is red. You got a lot of stuff to deal with on your screen there. JJ's hanging in there. JJ is now at 6-1. So let's see how they deal with it. Whoa! Noel in 6-3. Maybe Noel is like really far ahead. Oh. There you go. So JJ's gone. Sunflare, you are the last standing member of the YouTube chat. I believe I had the option to go to 5-4, but I skipped it. Oh, bad bounce. So everyone had kind of a silly death. I'm not the only one. Not that it makes it any better. Milesluigi, I recently had to program something that had to deal with time zones. Use the standard library to deal with it. Nice. Same with Arizona. Most of Arizona does not observe daylight savings time. Interesting. What time do you think Super Mario 35 will end in Japan time? Well, that's the thing, right? Well, considering that Mario 35 came out in Japan first. Because everyone will remember that first night where it didn't come out on the North American eShop right away, and I had to download it from the Japanese eShop. So do you think that Mario 35 will end in Japan first, since it came out there first, or will it just end everywhere simultaneously, worldwide? Meaning that Japan technically actually had more Mario 35 time than anyone else did. A good game, all, absolutely. Alex, thank you. Yes, I know I stream at weird times, usually in the evening. But yes, I'm so happy you could join, thank you. I've been posting lately when I'm going to stream on the YouTube kind of community tab. I feel like that's where most people see things. I post things to Twitter as well, but, you know, Twitter's Twitter. Even I don't really use Twitter, I just post to it, so I don't blame you if you don't use it. I'm thinking that in the future I might just stop posting to Twitter altogether. I'll still keep it open for communication's sake, but if I have anything to post, the community tab gets it to everyone who wants to see it anyway. Because if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, or rather if you're following me on Twitter, you're probably subscribed to my YouTube channel anyway, which means you'll see anything I post to that tab. So yeah, I've just been having fun with that. But let's get another game going here, one where I hopefully don't jump into a silly hole. Okay, let's do 1:36:30 will be the next one. Yeah, so UTC 1:36 minutes and 30 seconds will be the next game. You checked my Twitter. And you'll see that on my Twitter, it's essentially just like whenever I have a new video come out, I'll post it on there. I don't typically share like anything that's special on there, which I have in the past, and sometimes I do. If I find like an interesting picture or something, I'll maybe post it to Twitter, but I can even do that on the community tab on YouTube anyway, so I feel like I might as well just start using that more. Because otherwise I don't like actively go on Twitter to see what other people are really posting. Sometimes if I get like a notification on Twitter, it'll take me a while to get back to it because I'm not constantly checking it. I like being disconnected from social media. I feel like it's nice to not always be looking down at my phone and, you know, wondering if people have, you know, responded and stuff. Like, I check emails and stuff, but it's just nice to not, it's nice to disconnect. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, Twitter has some competition now, which is good. We just talked about this. You know, how do you topple all these tech giants? I am not against competition in the market at all. Competition is very good. Like, if YouTube had a good competitor, it would stop them from, you know, just kind of having their way all the time. Like, if there was a YouTube competitor that still had annotations and video responses and, you know, it was a good website with the, you know, good design, good layout, it was fast, everyone would be using it. And then that would maybe persuade YouTube to, you know, not want to get rid of those features. And, you know, maybe introduce new innovative features instead of it feels like just always taking away more features than they add. But, you know, YouTube doesn't have any real competition, right? Like, who are they going to compete with? Dailymotion? Like, that site's been around forever, and yet it's amazing that it feels like it hasn't progressed since, like, 2005. But that's why. Competition's great. Is it forces, you know, people to innovate, and also to not make dumb decisions, because if people don't like a decision that's made, they can always use the competitor. But YouTube has no competition, so they can really just do whatever they want, and you can complain all day, but there's nothing you can do about it. Ugh. So yeah, competition's good. And the more social media that has good competition, the better, I think. Because, I mean, yeah, Facebook can just, like, steal all your information because there's no, like, Facebook alternative that doesn't do that. Or if there was a version of Facebook that felt a lot more user-friendly and it wasn't so, you know, privacy violating, then maybe Facebook would tone back that kind of thing too. So, yeah, the more kind of options that there are is never a bad thing. And, I mean, the same applies to video games too. You know, when there's big competition for a Nintendo series, Nintendo might be more willing to be more innovative in the games that they make. But if Nintendo doesn't have any competition, then they can just, you know, keep re-releasing the same thing over and over and over again. Which is funny, because that's kind of what we want with Paper Mario. Not like literally the same thing, but just because there's been so few Paper Mario games in the traditional style. Like I say it, there's been more of like the new style Paper Mario games than there have been of the old ones. Because Super Paper Mario was always kind of like a spin-off of Paper Mario, is how I saw it. So you really have like 2 core Paper Mario games with the, you know, core formula that it started with. And now you have like 3 kind of new styled Paper Mario games, which is really fascinating. So to say that we want more Paper Mario like the original, sometimes people will use the argument like, oh, well, you just want like more of the same or whatever. You don't want Nintendo to innovate. Well, we got so few of the original Paper Mario styled games that I don't think it's wrong to want a few more that explore that a little more. Where, yeah, I was getting really sick of new Super Mario Bros. Games because there was like 4 of them and they all felt almost identical. Except for very minor changes. Alright, so we have 8-1 now. Ugh. These holes aren't bad in like the original game, but when you have a bajillion awkward enemies in your face, you can get some awkward bounces that almost send you into them. Well done, very good. Into this pipe. No reason to not come down here and get some money. I have to admit that I don't know much about Rumble. I've seen people like, oh, check out my Rumble. I have to admit that I've never really done it. I don't know. I guess I'll need to look more into Rumble. Oh, that was awful. I have 1 viewer. Hopefully it's nobody in the chat who's been knocked out, but you know, that happens too. Ugh, power block is not what we want right now. We want something that will give us a little bit of a meat shield. Not that. And here's where, like, yeah, Hammer Brother on that little platform is not good. Okay, a star. Can this get us to the end of the level? Probably. There, I jumped up the stairs and I botched the jump at the end, but hey, it worked out kind of. Okay. Ooh, that was weird, but it worked. And that was weird too. Oh no! I just very slightly pressed down on the controller, and I don't know if I've ever gone into this bonus room. Maybe like the first night I went into this bonus room because I didn't really have a strategy down for how to play the game. But wow, we have not seen the 1-1 bonus room in a long time when playing Mario 35. That was a complete mistake. I guess there's worse mistakes you can make, but that's a pretty interesting one. Man, just get out of my little cubbyhole here. See, there's some comments. I will check those in a minute. I keep trying to look over whenever I get the multi-coin blocks, but I'm just not getting enough time to really get a good read on what's being said. You really prefer the cat suit in Super Mario Bros. Over the cape? Now that's an interesting comment. As a Mario World extraordinaire expert, I have to disagree with that claim that the catsuit could in any way be better than the cape. The cape is like the all-time best Mario power-up. You can fly over any level, and then the twirl deflects pretty much like any and all enemies, even defeating enemies like Dry Bones. The cape is OP as heck, and I love it. I mean, if you love the catsuit, that's awesome too. But no, I'll always love the cape. Is it my absolute favorite Mario power-up? I love the hammer suit. It is just underutilized as heck. But I mean, it just feels awesome to be able to throw hammers and to have the kind of fire-blocking armor. Like, I love that. I think that's super cool. And I like the way that the hammers arc sometimes. It feels like they're always arcing over things that you want to hit, but then they're not hitting the things that you do want to hit. But yeah, I love the hammer suit. It's just like, you don't even get it in Mario 3 until World 4, I think is the earliest you can obtain it. And that's only if you do that, like, really funky mushroom house at the beginning of the level. You'll only ever do if you carry your hammer over from World 3, which why would anyone ever do that when you can use it to get the boat instead? But yeah, it's just a shame that there's not more hammer suits in Mario 3. I think there's like one hammer suit inside a level in the entire game. And like 7-8, right? Not 7-9. 7-9 is the Star Run one, I think. But yeah, like why couldn't there have been more hammer suits? I love Mario 3 for that though. Like it has suits like the frog suit and the hammer suit and the tanuki suit. But it doesn't base the whole game around them. I mean, the raccoon suit, it's on the front of the box. It's kind of the thing that I guess they try to sell you with. It's like, oh yeah, Mario can turn into a raccoon and fly for some reason. Buy this game. But it's not like today where it feels like Nintendo picks a suit and it's like the whole game is like, that's the thing, that's the thing. Mario 3D World, hey look, there's a cat suit. Hey look, there's bells everywhere. Hey look, Bowser turns into a cat too. It's like, okay, maybe you're overdoing it with the cat stuff a little bit. And the same thing with the new Super Mario Bros. U. It's like, hey look, Squirrel Mario. It's like, okay, does anyone even care about Squirrel Mario? It's interesting. Oh, is that what this is now? Is this between us three? Uh-oh. The pressure's on now. I feel like way worse knowing that. Why did you have to say anything in the chat? No, I'm kidding, of course. If anything, give me the rundown. How much time do they have? What can I do to totally sabotage them? Give me the juice. Now, is this dumb? Probably. Time's not red, though. So, I mean, it's like, it's not that fast. So I feel like getting coins is still a good idea. So I can have a lot of roulettes if I need to when things get really crazy. There's Sunflare and Noel. They're going to be around for a while. So I feel like I'm going to want to have... Oh, there's the red time. Okay, now we want to get out of 6-2 as fast as possible. No coin bonus room for me in the sky. Like, see, you can't even jump on top of Hammer Brothers without taking damage. Hammer Brothers are, like, literally the worst ever. Oh, no. There we go. Now, see, they're both in, like, 1-1 still, and here I am in 6-2, but I guess that means that it's their time coming soon for 6-2. There you go. One of them's in 6-2 now. Ugh. And send that Hammer Brother right back. And, okay, 7-2. This is where I feel like let's just roulette. Okay, sure, why not? Unfortunately, everything's down there. The one time I wish enemies would swim into me so I can defeat them. Nothing's coming near me. There we go, fire. That should give us some enemy defeating power that we want. And wow, look at all the Hammer Brothers that just, or rather, Fireballs that just barely missed that guy. And there we go. Didn't lose too much time in that level, considering we got a red clock. And where will this go? 1-3, okay. Let's not screw up. Although, I feel like Hammer Brothers plus 1-3, there is every opportunity to screw up here. It's okay. Just get a power up. We're good. Just get a real power up, please. Even a star. I'll take a star. Just not a POW block. Okay, thank you. Right between those two Cheep Chiefs. I didn't have anything to worry about, but you know, it could have easily been like Lakitus or Hammer Brothers or who knows what waiting for me. Now I don't have anything though. I need some enemies to actually defeat. Oh, we're down to one person left. Who could it be? I can't look over at the chat. I'm sure it's probably been mentioned there, but is it Noel? Is it Sunflare? All I know is that I need to drink really bad. But there's no time for that. Wait, why am I getting money? Actually, I should just wait for Noel to send me a whole bunch of junk. And I can get a big combo here, but I can see on their screen. Actually, I don't know if it's Noel. It could also be Sunflare. Yeah, I just need stuff. There's the 2 Hammer Brothers from 3-1. Where's this? Oh no! I accidentally defeated that first Koopa Troopa, which is exactly what I was talking about you don't want to do. But this is a great level for time. So, yes, let's do it. I'm panicking. I'm definitely panicking. But we don't need money. We do not need the money. Give me the star. Oh, I saw that flashing red screen. They're almost out of time. I jumped right over that Hammer Brothers. I assumed it was going to jump. But if I keep sending them stuff, that's going to keep giving them opportunities to get more time. What do I do? As I... 8-3. Wow, what a level. Okay. Very good. This one's here. I saw that their screen was flashing red though. I could swear it was. They must be like so close to running out of time. But I keep giving them enemies to get time back with. But I want to get time too, so oh, what a paradox. Wow, that was awesome clearing out of Hammer Brothers. That clock is just draining though. Whoa, 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 whoa! This is the lamest stair climbing ever, but I just can't. They're in an underwater bonus room? Seriously? Oh, I should be using the roulette to get time. Oh, look at them! Oh, if I had just used the roulette a little bit more. I was too busy focusing on beating levels and not enough about... Should have been using the roulette. Oh... Good game. Good game. 3 seconds left. That's not fine. Shoot. Oh, if I had just been using the roulette. I was too busy concentrating on... Like, I had like 8-3 and 4-3. Those are some pretty intense levels. I was too busy thinking about the athletics, not enough about the time-wise. Congratulations, Sunflare. Absolutely. But that's still worth a level up. I don't think I have a win yet tonight, though. Top 3, though. Excellent. You were down to seconds. Shoot! Oh, need to be using my roulette more. The time just kind of really kicked it into second gear though, and it just started like dropping. So I guess I wasn't really thinking too much about it. We have to get a revenge for you showing up with those 5 wins in a row last time. That's it. This time I'm not telling any of you which game I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be given the time. Just kidding. What should we do next? At 1:53 and 0 seconds will be the next game. Thank you so much everyone for joining in tonight. This is a lot of fun. I just hope I can win some. Actually, that's my problem too. I keep telling you all so that you can join in, and you're all good players, so I'm not getting enough wins, which is going to mean I'm never going to get to that double star level. So let me win a few times is what I'm trying to say. No, absolutely not. This is great. JD Aster. Hello. Is Unveiled one of those games that drive you insane and people need to take a break from? Well, Unveiled, it doesn't drive me insane, but I play all of my games in chunks. Like, if I'm having trouble with a part of a game, or, you know, something's not clicking, I'll usually just kind of take a break from it, come back to it later, but when you're Let's Playing something, it's a little bit different, where you always kind of feel like, okay, well, I have to get this done so I can then edit it and get it uploaded. Oh wait, I need to get into here. Again, that's 1:53 and no seconds. And that was the problem with Decaying Depths, was I played past what I should have, but otherwise I'm still loving it. It's a great game, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. No, Christian, no, don't say that. Christian was just mentioning how I said that the ice and snow levels in Mario 3D World are undeniably the best levels of any Mario game ever created. And I think that everybody should play them non-stop with all 5 characters. and that they should throw out the entirety of their video game collections because you don't need anything more than the ice levels in Mario 3D World. They are just that fantastic. Hello, Kimberly. I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you're having an excellent night. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. If you have a Switch and Mario 35, please feel free to join in. You would love to play Unveiled, but you're not really good at video games. Oh, it's something that anyone who just, if you practice, you can get good at it. That's the thing too, like, I spend a lot of time in Unveiled just kind of, retrying parts, dying. I have to grind for lives sometimes. It's certainly no cakewalk for me. So I think it's just a matter of learning it. Of course, you should probably start with the original Donkey Kong Country 2 if you haven't. I would never recommend Unveiled to someone who hasn't at least beat that, 102%. But yeah, I feel like don't be intimidated by it, just enjoy it, and don't feel like you have to beat it quickly. I've spent months playing ROM hacks before, and it's just something that whenever I have some free time, and I feel like taking a break from other things, I'll just open up the ROM hack and give it a play. And maybe I'll make some progress, maybe I won't, but I'll have fun trying and getting better, and eventually I'll overcome that challenge and it will feel awesome. So never feel like when you're playing a game, you have to constantly be progressing, or that you have to beat it within a certain time frame where there's a problem. Just do your thing and have fun. And that's what's important. Your newest console is the GameCube, and you know what? The GameCube is freaking fantastic. I don't blame you for, stopping after the GameCube. I could probably live quite comfortably if I never played another video game after the GameCube generation. Like, yes, there's good games and consoles after that, but if I only had like an NES, Super NES, N64, and GameCube, and like any games I wanted for those consoles, I think I could just be happy with that, honestly. There are enough good games on those consoles to last a long time. Now see, I'm rushing ahead here. I could have easily gone to the other 2-1, and then done 1-1 and then 2-1 again. But I'm just always in a rush to get to those later levels, which is sometimes my downfall. Last time I don't think we had any Lakitus, when I think about it. I don't think we ever saw like level 4-1. Oh, I didn't take the thing. I guess I can do this instead. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is everything you need in life. Isn't that true? Such a fantastic game. And we have JD Aster here, who's actually created Paper Mario Thousand Year Door ROM hacks, the Shuffleizer, Endless Pit. So just in case Mario Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, wasn't fun enough, we have awesome people making awesome ROM hacks for it now too. And yeah, when you bring ROM hacks into the equation, like, you really never need another console again past the GameCube, which is all the fantastic NES, Super NES, N64, and GameCube ROM hacks there are out there now. Like, I could just play Mario World, Mario 3, Mario 64, Paper Mario ROM hacks all day long. Mega Man ROM hacks, Zelda ROM hacks, randomizers, Donkey Kong ROM hacks and randomizers. Ugh. It just adds so much variety. On what console is the original Paper Mario? That would be the N64. Such a fantastic game. Yeah, I believe it was called like dubbed Paper Mario, or rather Mario RPG 2 or something at one point. Almost alluding it to being more of a follow-up to the Super Nintendo Mario RPG, but then it kind of became its own thing. Still have some carryover stuff though, like Mario using a hammer as a main weapon. No Geno though. Oh, try to do a low jump so I would land on him. Yeah, thank you, Kimberly. I'm happy that you're having fun watching. I'm just yeah, it means a lot that people want to just watch some random guy play some random game on the internet. So once Mario 35 is done, obviously that's kind of like my main thing right now. I do hope to stream some other games as well. And streaming, I think, will be a great way to play through a variety of games that doesn't involve having to record and then edit and then do all that jazz, which can become very time-consuming. Of course, I do plan to end Unveiled the way that it began. You know, a very meticulously edited and, you know, just well done time process Let's Play. But after that, we'll probably do a lot more streams and things. I'm not sure that like Wednesday night will always be the time. Maybe we'll make Wednesday night like a consistent thing if people like that. Again, no guarantee that there'll be streams like every week, but so Mario 35 this Wednesday, next Wednesday, and then maybe after that we'll start looking into playing some other games on stream. And yeah, thank you everyone so much who stops by and watches. I appreciate it. Just finished another match, JJ. Took 4th place. Nice. That was a silly hit. I've said it a million times, and I mean, I don't know how many more times I'll be able to say it. That was just really bad. I somehow managed to not get hit there. Yeah, I'll say it as many more times as I can before the game disappears, but swimming in Mario 35 feels super bad. Like, swimming doesn't feel that bad in the original Mario, but whatever they did to it in this game, it just feels super jank, and I'm not sure why they did that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What if... Ugh. There we go. Why not? Yeah, Mario's Story is actually what it's called in Japan, which is interesting. And it was changed to Paper Mario, which I always find really interesting because it's interesting. By being called Mario's Story in Japan, the original Paper Mario, there's no reference to paper in the title at all, which seems to be all Nintendo is obsessed with these days when it comes to Paper Mario titles. It's like, hey, look, literally everything is made of paper or some kind of arts and crafts thing, where the original intention of the game was never that it was made of paper. It was just the art style that was being used to convey the game. It wasn't like literally every second it was being shoved in your face that the game was made of paper. But now that's like all Nintendo was obsessed with. Origami, paint, stickers, like everything's flat and came right from a book. It's like the original Paper Mario 1, 2, and 3 even. A little more in 2 when you get like the, the folding techniques. But it's never just banged over your head on and on and on and on and on like it is in the modern games, where it's like, that's all they can focus on. It's less about the actual game and more just about like how artistic can we be. And I feel that a lot. Like it feels that way in Yoshi's Crafted World and stuff too. Where, I mean, oh really? In the original game you can just hold up and he just goes, but I accidentally fell off there. Where I believe that video games can be art, but I don't believe that you have to literally bash a game over the head 5,000 times and force it to be art. Just make a good game. And that's artistic enough for me. Like Braid, that's awesome. I feel like, it looks like art. Honestly, even if it didn't look like that, it would still be a fantastic game, but the fact that it looks like every level's like a painting, I mean, sure, why not? That's just a bad position all around. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, that might have been death if I didn't get that star in that instant. But this is one of those situations where it's like, please don't power up and then send me into a hole. Yeah, I just don't like this at all. Like, see, that could be really bad. Oh, but he still kept ascending. I'm actually surprised I still got so much height after powering up. This is like the last bad jump. And then you get these 2 spaces right here. 2 block wide space. If you fall into that, I laugh at you for all eternity. I've probably fallen into that myself a million times. Okay. Alright, we got the red time now. I'm assuming our usual friends are probably at least 2 of the remaining people, but still lots of people left. I guess I shouldn't be wasting time with coins anymore. Just take what we've got and run. In your opinion, Origami King is better than Sticker Star and Color Splash. Now, it's good to hear that, you know, in the new Paper Mario universe, at least each game is improving one over the other, but it still stinks. And I'm not going to rush to 6-4. That's the same mistake that F made, and you don't want to be an F. Like, it's sad that we have to say, well, it's the best of the new games, but it's not as good as the old ones. Like, I wish we didn't always have to weasel our words like that. Why can't it just be the best Paper Mario game? Like, that'd be pretty nice. But I mean, it's good to know that at least, I guess, the new Paper Mario games are getting better as they go on. Never played a Paper Mario game, but original Origami King and couldn't afford it at the time. Yeah, I haven't played it myself, but it's probably worth checking out. I remember Milesluigi went on this epic quest to, like, not pay full price for it. So if I ever have the chance to not pay full price for it, maybe. I'm still waiting to not pay full price for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that game's like 4 years old now, and I still haven't had any luck with that, so I'm not holding my breath for Origami King going on sale anytime soon either. Actually, it might have been on sale on Mario Day now that I think about it. I just wasn't thinking about buying it at the time. But how come that can go on sale and not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Just because it sells so ridiculously well regardless, I guess. I just can't believe that. You know, it's literally just like the definitive edition of a 7 or 8 year old game now. And it's still full price. Oh, I was supposed to bounce on that guy. Oh, 6 dash. Oh yeah, we knew this was coming. I sound so surprised. It's like, oh wait, we knew after 3-2 it was gonna be 6-4. Oh no, 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 no. Now that's what I like to see. Let's get back up to 400 time units, please. I'm just gonna start the roulette now because I was sure I was gonna take a hit there somewhere, and I did. And that was a perfectly timed power-up. Ooh, yeah, I forgot we had the hammers one. I'm like, I'm gonna jump over this guy and end his whole career, but then he was throwing hammers at my face. He learned from the Hammer Brothers, who were like literally a more dangerous enemy than Bowser himself somehow. And there's Bowser again, good old hammer one. Jump up. I can just use a shell and defeat you anyway. It's funny, I remember back when this first came out, a common comment was that in Mario Maker, Bowser takes like 5 shells to defeat, but in this game he only takes 1. Which is an interesting observation. If you played a lot of Mario Maker 2, it would definitely mess you up in that regard, I'm sure. Yeah, that's great that you're enjoying Origami King. I like to joke around when it comes to Mario, Paper Mario, a lot. But don't take it too seriously. I just like to mess around and go like, well, Miyamoto killed the Paper Mario series, which he did. But like, I start dissing Miyamoto and look what happens. But like, I don't lose sleep at night thinking about how Miyamoto killed Paper Mario, usually. Alright, what have we got? We still got Noel. We got Sunflare. And you got JD Aster! Oh my gosh, all the best people are still in it, and I messed up! I had so much money, too! Alright, so JD Aster, 527 monies. 686 monies! And we got 317. Alright, this is gonna be a great match. It is fun being able to spectate as well. You know, not always be the Be the one in the stressful position. Although, darn it, what a dumb death. What a dumb death. Wow, Sunflare's killing it, though. JD Aster sending lots of enemies, though. But again, no Lakitu. Will they ever get to my level 4-1, I wonder? Fast acting karma. Miyamoto's got it out for me. He knows all the things I've said. I mean, that would be actually pretty cool. Even though the things I've said aren't the most flattering. If Miyamoto knew about my opinions of stickers, I'd be kind of impressed. Oh wait, that's not someone we know. JD Aster's running out of time. Oh, maybe because... Oh wow, it's literally just JD Aster. Go JD Aster, go! Yeah, you had a lot of money. But yeah, this is pretty much just, you gotta match the roulette non-stop when the time is just going that fast. How much time? 90 seconds versus 50 seconds. Did he win? Nice! I didn't see what happened to Mai. It must have fallen into a hole or something, but they did have more time than you, JD Aster. Well freaking done with 2,500 coins. Wow. The game's trying to kill me. You did it though. Fantastic job. Well done. And I'm just barely not there. Breaker 1. You wrecked our bracket here. That was awesome. Good game, everybody. Totally wasted 3-2 to non-stop stars, right? You didn't get any shell combos. And you did have less time than them, but you somehow pulled it off. Great game. Gambare! Absolutely. Gambaremasu, yo! Alright. You picked 3-2 and never even got to it, really. Sorry, Andrew. Oh, you did? Wait, where? Oh yeah, you did. That's what the red KO means. Oh no, I didn't even notice that. Darn it. All right, I guess we gotta do that again. I'm not gonna be satisfied with that. It is currently 2:11 my time. Let's do 2:12 and 0 seconds. Hopefully it should sync soon enough that you can all hear that. So that is 2:12 and 0 seconds. No one saw your 6-3. Oh, that would have been good. I love just seeing the people drop in 6-3. Probably myself included. Alright. 2:12 and 0 seconds is coming up. I'm just watching that clock now. Darn it, I need to get a win. I need a win so badly. But with all these good people joining in the matches, it's impossible. Alright, 5 seconds on my end. So again, 2:12. Now. This is so much fun though. Thank you so much everyone joining in the games, joining in the chat. This is wonderful, and it's going to be really sad not to be able to do this again after next week, which again, JD Aster, any update on if you think this is going to end 8 p.m. Eastern time, you said, I think? Like, that doesn't give us much time to play on Wednesday either. But if that's true, I'll definitely start the stream. I'll try to start around like 6 or something. So we can get at least 2 more hours in. No idea. So I could start streaming so early, and then it turns out that it actually isn't ending until like 3 a.m. Oh, Nintendo, why can't you just be clear about what you're doing? Why must everything be so cryptic? Alright, 6-1. Oh wow, we're gonna get Lakitu really fast! Because the way it works is that the order of the levels is determined by the star level of like the players. So like the lowest level of player level will come first, and so on. So that means that the second lowest level player picked 6-1 somehow. Maybe because they unlocked it in the special battle, that's totally possible. I just KO'd someone somehow, probably with a Lakitu. But yeah, I can imagine a lot of people are probably going to be failing out quickly. Because a lot of the beginners are probably not going to have too much fun with Lakitu. I'm probably also not going to have too much fun with Lakitu, to be completely honest, but let's see how we're doing. Alright, Lakitu in 1-3? How about no? Alright, yes, I will take that, please. I'm just gonna get through this level really fast because I don't like it. Sounds good to me. Look at everyone else though. A lot of people are still in like 1-3 or 6-1. I'm like the only person who's made it back to 1-1 here. Ugh, no, give me a real item, please. Only 5 people left after like 2 minutes. Wow, that's fascinating. Now I'm gonna do this. I definitely want this. Now I would love more money. Again, because things escalated so quickly, I had no chance to accumulate much money. And it doesn't look like any of the other players really have. Wait, the people on the left have so much money, probably from KOs. Where I just don't... I almost bounced right into that hole. Can I just surf for a little bit? Maybe. What is gonna happen from that? Okay. Okay, there, I KO'd someone and got their money, and then I jumped immediately into a hole because I get thrown off with the timing. Ugh. Wow. Somehow after all that I came in 3rd. I wonder who's still going, and who has all that money. Sunflare. Oh, what have I done? I've created a monster by inviting people into these games. I could have won if it wasn't for you two. Yeah, the Sunflare has it a lot worse being in 1-3 than Noelle being in 3-2. Yeah, those Lakitus, that was awesome, getting Lakitus so early. Wow. Yeah, 1-3 was not fun, but like, they got so much money. They must have a lot of KOs. I wonder who I KO'd. We'll have to check after. In terms of coins though, they're both kind of even? No, Sunflare's burning through money because again, 1-3 is just so vicious. This could be the end though. Ooh, nope, start. Here we go. Just don't mess up the platforming and you're good. Alright, you did it. Nicely done. We got 1-1 here. Definitely a pretty simple level. Doing exactly what I did. You get that power up and then you get the star back. And you're good till the end of the level now. In terms of money, Noelle's definitely got you beat, but time-wise, they're both still good. And there's a 1-2. Yeah, Sunflare's definitely running low on cash. So, my bet is Noelle on this one, but Sunflare could come back and surprise us for sure. Just, when you're dealing with so many Lakitus, you just need the money to be constantly fighting back against them. There's just nothing you can do when there's like a wall of them coming at you. This is going to last a while, says JJ. How about do a special battle? Those are more fun. Should we do another special battle? That's not a terrible idea. I want to win a normal one, though. One more normal one, so I can win the next normal one. And then we'll do a special battle after that. 1-3 always gets you. 1-3 is tough. Like, 3-3 is easier than 1-3. There's still 32 coins for Sunflare, but they're managing. Noelle's definitely in the better position, though. Are they going to go for the 1-up? No. How can you not get the 1-up? There we go. Well, you're definitely going to get the star, no doubt. No? No star? Interesting. What an interesting decision. Oh, and coin bonus room too, which makes a lot of sense. But here we go, Sunflare's just now getting to 1-3, and with only 33 monies, this could be very bad. But Lakitu seems to have kind of retreated. No Lakitus anymore. Which actually makes this a lot easier. I guess that happens because, like, say Lakitu's on screen and you go into a pipe. Lakitu disappears and doesn't get sent back to anyone, so if you're playing ping pong, entering pipes or, like, climbing a vine will wreck that. And then, you know, the transfer doesn't get completed, so that enemy will disappear, which is kind of a shame. But it's also, I guess, a strategy that can be implemented too. There you go, you know, Sunflare definitely held their own and made an epic comeback. And unfortunately got that first Koopa Troopa kill like I was talking about again. But here comes some massive time makeup. I mean, not really makeup, they're both like way up there in time anyway. Yeah, this could go on a while, you're so right. Because everyone got knocked out so quickly that the red timer could still be like minutes away. And now it's pretty much just like typical Mario with no Lakitu for the next who knows how many minutes. We'll have time to watch these two play for like 10 minutes. Well, that's the thing, is that they reduce the amount of time it takes for the timer to turn red, so it won't be like as long. We need one of them to like get to my 4-1 or something. And bring Lakitu back into it. That would be exciting. You wanted Lakitus though. I did. I absolutely did. And I was not complaining. I wish I could have gone longer. What was I, third? Like, yeah, like I was literally third, and that was like 5 minutes ago now, so, yeah, they're just too good. Sunflare's still at the coin disadvantage, though. Really haven't been many opportunities to, like, make much money. And obviously they won't be getting any from KOs because there's only one other person left. Yeah, so here, 3-3 is literally easier than 1-3. Just because there's so much ground. Even though it's like not technically ground, but like you never fall into a hole in this level. I'm happy that after saying that, Noelle did not fall into the hole. And back to 1-1 again. With again, 277 coins, and even Sunflare's getting back up there in the coin department. If that time's gonna turn red now. No. Has anyone ever done that before when you're just like waiting for the clock to change? Oh, there it is! Oh, I was so close! I should have kept doing it, and it would have looked like I knew what was going on. Instead, like always, I have no idea what's happening. Still 310 coins though. They're both way up there. Sunflare also at kind of a coin time disadvantage, but oh, but then you didn't get the 1-ups. That's a valuable 20 coins. Interesting too. I usually kind of like bounce along, so I'm at least getting some of the top coins as well. I mean, just like a couple coins, but you never know when it might help. This could be a bad bounce. Ooh, yes, you saved it. Nicely done. Going for the power up. Ooh, which now is going to be a mushroom. Do the double jump? No. Alright, what will the warp zone be? 4-1! No, 3-2. Obviously it's going to be 3-2 for the time, probably. No. 2-1. 2-1 is also a very good level for getting time, but 3-2 is probably one of the best. 3-2 and like 5-1 are a couple of the best time levels. 6-3 is the most difficult, though. Absolutely. Yeah, JD Aster, did you pick 6-3 again? My 4-1 never came up either, I don't think. They both kind of just got cancelled out by the warp zones. Gets 3-2 in March. That's true. That's true. Save 3-2 for later. You're not wrong. So good strategy. Could play out. So 122 coins. Yeah, Noelle still got the advantage in both areas. All it takes is one mistake. Noelle going for those 1-ups though. Oh, nice jump to get that flower. Is it worth it though? I always debate with myself, like when the clock turns red, and you get 15 seconds from an item. You know, does it make sense to go for the item, or are you wasting 15 time units trying to go for it anyway? It's not going fast enough yet that that's probably true, but eventually it will get there, where it's like, yeah, the time you spent getting that flower, you probably should have just kept playing the level. It's always a balancing act. GG the Great, I picked 5-3. Yeah, we never saw that. Unless one time I thought it was 1-3 and it was actually 5-3? I don't think so though. I don't remember really seeing bullet bills. 4-4, where the heck did that come from? And that's a pretty big time sink of a level. Yet somehow Noelle still has more time than Sunflare. Interesting. And then 6-4, okay. And there, that's exactly what you want. Like, that is luck right there. Getting a star right here. So you can just blast through this hallway without even worrying about that. And back to 1-1 for Sunflare. Get that Koopa kill, very nice. And another star it looked like for Noelle. And that's 7-2. Now there is going to be a time sink. This could be a difference maker. If Noelle can't build up a whole bunch of time. Noelle seems to be doing pretty well with the fireball kills though. As long as you just kind of can keep getting those blooper kills. But the time's evening out. It is hard. It's very hard to get time in an underwater level. They're getting closer. And Sunflare is now winning with time. Noelle has fallen into second place time-wise. This could be it. This could be it. Sunflare might pull this off. If Noelle doesn't get a good level here to build some time back up. So, goodbye, Noelle. It was nice. It was nice, you know, seeing you attempt to survive this, but I think Sunflare has actually got you beat, assuming Sunflare doesn't make a mistake here. You got the worst level possible. There you go, Sunflare. Bravo. Bravo. You got less coins than the second place person, but you won. And that's what counts. Oh, wrong path too. Yeah, when you're panicking, who's going to remember the paths, right? Hello, Royal Calvin. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying. I'm not even playing. I'm just commenting, but I'm still having a blast. Well done, Sunflare. I have to admit, I had you count out at one point. You were just losing in every department, but you made an epic comeback. Well done. Alpha Angel, who is of course Noelle. Those castles though, absolutely. Sorry for the 3-hour game. You guys should be. No, well done. Excellent playing. So as you might have heard me say like 3 hours ago now, we're going to do another normal match so that I can win this next one. And then we'll try a couple more special matches and see what we can do there. But here. Now, so time played. It's not like the total match time. I'd be curious how long exactly it did go. I only lasted 3 hours, or 3 hours, 3 minutes and 23 seconds, and yet I still came in third. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go back to here. The time, let's do 2:28.0 seconds on this one, which is 45 seconds away from now for me. That's 2:28.0 seconds UTC time. Maybe I should be giving more of a break. People might want to like run to get a drink or something like that. Because by the time you hear the time, it's definitely going to be like less. We can have a little bit more of a break between the next match if people prefer. I mean, personally, I had a long break for that one. It was just Noelle and Sunflare going at it. Ah. Alright, and that is 5 seconds away from me. 4, 3, 2, 1, match. Yeah, very good game, everyone. That was a fantastic game. Very silly. But you both just dealt with the Lakitus wonderfully, and then it came down to a time match at the end. Where, yeah, if you get a bad hand of levels, like a water level followed by a castle level followed by an even worse castle level, what are you going to do with that? Let's hope everyone gets into this one. You'll know if you're in my match because like your screen will also be reacting to that. I think there's a trick you can do where like you can send enemies to more than one person if you know, spam around like that. It's hard to do though, because it really ruins your concentration. Yeah, I gotta start winning if I'm gonna be leveling up at all. See, that's another thing too, is that it was way easier to level up in the earlier days because matches lasted longer because the time didn't turn red so fast. Oh, why didn't I kick that shell before I did that? Oh well. So you could build up a lot more coins and then that would be doubled and then you'd gain a lot more levels. So ever since Nintendo made some changes, gaining levels is just all around more difficult. Oh! Really, to fall between Goombas like that. Oh well. Cool star kill combo there. Unfortunately, it would have been way better if it was a shell kill combo, but it looked cool at least. When we were in the same lobby, the matching screen patterns are identical. Interesting. What do you do in your new job, if you don't mind me asking? I do a whole ton of everything. I do some market research, I do some reaching out to customers, I do some advertising. I just all around have a really good time. I really like where I work. It's really laid back. It's, you know, like casual dress, you know, listen to music while you work, that kind of thing. Really cool people. Yeah, I'm just overall really happy with it. And it's not Japan, but, you know, for something close-ish to home, I cannot complain at all. Wait, a Cheep Cheep? I'm looking to the right, prepared to kick that shell, and a Cheep Cheep comes back from behind. Crazy. See, when I come down here, I like hitting some of the top blocks too. I noticed when we were watching the other two play that they don't necessarily do that. Who was it? Sunflare that wasn't doing that? Sunflare, who had the massive time coin crunch, wasn't jumping up and getting some of those extra coins, which I found interesting. But hey, it worked out for Sunflare in the end. So I shan't judge your your strategy. It obviously worked out in the end. Thank you so much, Big Phil. Yeah, I am really enjoying myself, and yeah, it's important to find something that you enjoy doing. Because there's just a lot of not so great workplaces out there these days. Especially, again, you know, we talked about the Googleization of the internet, well, like the Walmartization of the workplace. Everywhere, it just feels like you're disconnected from the people you work with. You know, you're not treated very well, so to find something nice is definitely, you know, a rarity these days, so yeah. That was why when Japan didn't work out, and I was able to find something else I was pretty happy with, I was like, okay, you know, we can make this work. And there's every opportunity in the future that this, I'm going to be dealing with Japanese at this job too. You know, once things sort out in the world, so overall, I have no complaints. And thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate, you know, everyone hanging in there. Well, I'm not uploading as many videos, but hopefully you're enjoying the streams. I'm still doing my very best to get Unveiled up there. And then even after Unveiled, you know, I hope to keep the streams going and hopefully do some other fun things too. I uploaded that video last week now? Yeah, it was last week. I think it was Friday. The Crash Bandicoot one. I'm loving Crash 4. Crash 4 is so fun. If you have not played Crash 4, it really brings back the spirit of the old Crash games. And it's just a really great 3D platformer all around. But I uploaded that silly video about having to read the terms of use before being able to play the game. And then, you know, you think you're done. You've read the 20 pages of the terms of use, but then you get the 24-page privacy policy. Whoa! Didn't expect the boss to have a second phase there. So I just thought that was kind of funny. And I just like that about YouTube. I don't take YouTube super seriously. You know, I try to keep the older days alive when it was just about uploading stuff that you think is fun. You know, it's not every video is not like this, you know, super professional documentary. Don't forget to sign up for Ray's Shadow Legends before you watch. I don't know, I just like having fun. Someone was like, this is totally clickbait, and I mean, it's someone who's probably subscribed more recently and doesn't know my humor. Which I don't know, is it humor or was it dumb? Did anyone actually like that video? Maybe I won't do that again. But yeah, I just like uploading whatever. Like, I upload, you know, the longer videos and the more professionally edited videos, and I upload some dumb 30-second videos too. That one with Homer saying, so long, stink year to 2020. Like, I don't know. It's just a silly thing that any professional YouTube channel will probably never do something dumb like that. But I thought it was fun. What am I doing here? I was looking at the screen and not paying attention to where I'm going. I guess it's 1-3 time. What is this? This is an awful setup. Ooh. Yeah, piranha plants plus the treetop levels is very frustrating. Because it's so easy for them to get, like, right where you want to jump. No. On Crash Forward, you have to agree to the agreement every time you play the game. No, you do not. It's not that bad, but it still bothers me. Like, why am I agreeing to a terms of use to just play a dang video game? I didn't have to do that, you know, for any other games, really. Like, it's definitely the more common thing with more modern games. I've agreed to terms before. Can't remember exactly which game it would be, but I know I've definitely done it. But, like, I didn't have to agree to terms when I was playing NES games, or Super NES games, or GameCube games, or even games from last generation. So, you know, why is this becoming a thing now that you have to agree to terms to play a video game? Just the less things that I agree to that I haven't read, the better. So if those could stay out of video games, I'd be happy. Crash 4 has an interesting feature that you can turn on or off. It's called retro mode, or like, you know, not retro mode. So I guess, you know, retro mode is actually the abnormality, where not playing on retro mode is kind of how the game's intended. Where retro mode, you have lives, like in the original Crash games, and you know, you can pick up life icons, which look like Crash's head, and 100 Wumba Fruit give you an extra life. Where playing on non-retro mode, maybe it might just be called modern mode. I don't know, I didn't play it on non-retro mode. You don't have lives at all, so pretty much just like, there's still checkpoints, but you can continue from them infinitely without having to worry about game overing. It's like, that's interesting. I have nothing against that if that's like how you want to play, but it's like, oh, I could never imagine that. You couldn't pay me to not play on retro mode. So I'm happy that, you know, they didn't just like literally abolish lives, like maybe some games would. I like lives just at least being there. Man, I cannot defeat that Luther guy. Just yeah, I definitely have lives turned on, and I haven't game overed yet. In fact, I think I have like 40 lives built up right now. Oh no. Whoa, that hammer almost came right at me, even though the Hammer Brother was dead. Those hammers are nasty. And like, look again! Another situation like that. Thank you. And here comes Blooper Man. It's like, I just want to get some money and beat the level. Wow, okay. You did enjoy the Crash 4 and the Homer video. Well, thank you. I'm happy that you enjoyed the sillier things. Because honestly, I love... You know, I love doing, like, you know, the hour and a half long unveiled videos. I love doing the silly things like that, too. The problem is, I feel like it's so common for a YouTube video to be, like, really one note these days. Like, you can expect one type of video from a YouTube channel, and that's it. Don't go to the, like, you know, and if anything else gets uploaded to that channel, it's an abnormality. And that seems to be a word I'm enjoying having in my vocabulary right now for whatever reason. But yeah, so like some people who come to my video, come to my channel for, you know, unveiled videos, and then they see like a dumb 30-second Crash video like that, they might be like, you know, what the heck is this? And like, I don't really blame them for feeling that way, but at the same time, you know, I do like uploading things like that. Like, how do you get past that? How the heck was I supposed to get past that without getting hit? So yeah, I can understand, like, it is awkward. Because it's not normal to expect channels to just not be one note these days. But I try to keep those older YouTube days alive where it was like, anything goes, just have fun. That's what's important. Before it was like corporate business central. Please watch this 20-hour advertisement before the video. Now, I'll admit that I have nothing against sponsorships before videos. Like, people will make fun, like, oh, look at this Raid Shadow Legends advertisement. Now, if it's a YouTuber that I really like, and they're getting paid hundreds of dollars for that advertisement, maybe even more than that, and they're making good content still, they're not just like, you know, a cash-grabbing shill, but they're actually still making good content after that advertisement, I don't have any problem with supporting them. And if I want to, I can just press that right key on my keyboard a few times, and bam, I've just skipped the whole advertisement. It doesn't bother me one bit when I think people who make good quality videos have advertisements at the beginning like that they'll get paid for and will help support them. It does not bother me one bit. So as much as I joke about, you know, people having advertisements in their videos, it's just a joke. It doesn't bother me one bit, and if I was offered, like, you know, $500 to do an advertisement for Raid Shadow Legends, I don't know, maybe I would do it, and then you could just skip past it too. I don't know. I've never been offered that, so don't expect it. I did actually get a really funny email recently, and it was asking if I wanted a early access code for Hollow Knight, Silk Song, so to review it on my channel. And I was like, whoa, okay. I love Hollow Knight the first, so Hollow Knight the second, early access? That sounds awesome. But I was looking at it, and it came from a Russian email address, and the email was riddled with typos, and I was like, something tells me this isn't the real guys making Hollow Knight sending me an email. So I never responded to it. But that was my adventure in spam about a week or so back. Oh, wait, I was about to read the comments, but no time for that. So we got 6-3 here. Again, I think this is the second time I've played this. I'm just yapping so much. It's kind of funny. I can just get into such a groove and not even really realize what I'm doing. But, okay, let's concentrate. So this isn't a good level to have while the clock is red, though. There's, like, no time to get back here. Oh, I almost hesitated there and blew it. Okay. Oh, no, that would have been the perfect guy to do a thing with. Okay. Got you, at least. Oh, boy. I see there's lots of epic comments down there I'll read very shortly. I just gotta deal with this right now. No. Don't do this. Don't do this. Thank you. Oh, a double star, shoot. Oh. Okay, flower, I'll take it. I could have gone down there for money. Probably should have just gone down there anyway, so I could have gotten rid of all these enemies. Alright, where's this gonna go? 5-1 goes to 4-1, which goes to Lakitu Town. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be great for my time. No. Oh, we're down to 2 people. Interesting. Oh, don't do that. Okay, well, anyway, I escaped all of that junk. I wonder who's left. Probably someone from the comments. Oh, how did I... Of all the things to smash my face into. Oh, and then a well-used star, absolutely. Hey! We actually won! We actually won! Yes! Ah, finally. I told you I was gonna win this one. Andrew and JD Aster. I don't know what the heck happened there. How did I manage that? Andrew in the big leagues now as I'm getting Russian spam trying to steal my my information. Absolutely. When you got knocked out, there was a hidden blooper in the foreground. Interesting. Neither of those was your 6-3 for the record. You put something else in this time. Yeah, that's actually cool to think about. I beat 6-3 twice. Look at that money go. This should be good for a level, I'm sure. Alrighty. 2,800. That wasn't even good for a level. But there you go. Noel in 5th. Sunflare. And it's Colt also joining in. Very nice. There's JJ. Very good. Very cool. All right. Well, there you go. I finally got my win in the normal mode. It only took 15 minutes almost. Cool. So we'll try the special mode again. Why not? How close am I to a level? Almost. Like, oh, all this playing we've been doing tonight, I've gained like 1 level so far. That's awful. If you watch the Runaway Guys, excuse me there. That happens when you talk for like 2.5 hours straight. I have seen Runaway Guys videos. I don't like watch everything that they upload, but I have seen some of their content, yes. There aren't really many channels these days that I watch like religiously. Like every single video they upload, I'll watch it. I pretty much just watch what I'm interested in. But yeah, so for the special battle, if I press A, no, it doesn't bring up that message again. So don't worry, I'm quitting back out of this. This isn't the official one. What time should we do? It is currently 2:40. It's just becoming 2:46 for me. At 2:47 in 0 seconds, we'll do the next match. Why do you ask that, though? Did the Runaway Guys reference me and my amazing content? I'll start watching them a lot more if they did. I kid. I like to see the Runaway Guys beat Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled without save states. I wonder what the ratio of like people who play Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled with save states versus those who don't is. I feel like people think that playing a ROM hack is just like a license to use save states, which I mean, again, play it the way you like, but I don't know, I just would not have any fun if I was just cheesing the whole game with save states. Again, this is 2:47 in 0 seconds, which is 10 seconds away from me. Yeah. Alpha Angel, I'm having a lot of fun with these community games. The level of interaction is A+. Do you have any games in mind for the next stream? Well, we're going to be playing Mario 35 next Wednesday, one more time, last time ever. What other games are interactive? See, the majority of what I play is retro, which isn't so great when it comes to like the online interactivity. This just happens to be a retro game that is also online in a sense, which is really great, so fingers crossed that Nintendo releases something like this again in the future. I guess I could have gotten that firepower. Whoops! But if people have suggestions for things that you think would be great for community play as well, please don't be afraid to suggest them. I'd be very happy to suggestions. I guess it could be like a PC thing too. I don't do too much PC gaming, but if someone had like a really good suggestion for like a PC game, don't be afraid to suggest anything. I'm open to all suggestions. Doesn't mean I'll always take them. Things are, of course, you know, time permitting and all that jazz. But yeah, never hurts to suggest things. But I'm really happy that people are enjoying this. This is great. I love that we have this whole clock system going. Oh, what the heck is this? So that, you know, we can get into the same games. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Oh, no! I didn't think I was going to make it. I didn't think I was going to jump over that question mark block. I thought I was going to hit the side of it and then drop down onto the platform, so I didn't let go of right, and I instead just flew right off the edge. So this is everyone's opportunity to beat Andrew, which is not very hard this time. Shoot, that was terrible. A lot of people are going to be getting knocked out in 6-3 though. Wow, that was just bad. Noel though, you're killing it. Oh, you didn't make the same mistake I did. I can't believe I actually landed on top of that question mark block. Like, yeah, I just was not expecting my momentum to take me that far. We got Alyssa May. We got Taylor, Leisha, Yasu, T. Then we got F, and now we got T. JJ, good luck. Good luck. We'll come back to you. Split D. We got Westman. Nina. We got Matcha and Luna. So yeah, it was JJ and who else was it? Noel. I think. I didn't see anyone else, I don't believe. R.I.P. Mario 35. Absolutely without word. When we were watching my Banjo-Kazooie videos and having a great time, you plan to play Banjo-Tooie. Now there's the $1 million question. If I played that, if I streamed that, how would people feel? Yay or nay? Because that's a project that would definitely be a lot of work to record and edit. But streaming could be a lot of fun for that one, maybe. Again, it wouldn't be like probably the next thing I do, but if people are interested in that, I wouldn't be against it. Oh, people still going. Very nice job, JJ. Excellent. Noel just finished 4-3. Oh, no one on the left side anymore. So that's it. We got JJ and Noel. JJ is kind of dry in terms of coins, but still hanging in there. T. The single letter names are hilarious. They're kind of struggling. Oh, get that flower. Awesome. You're going to get enough coins now for a roulette. Beautiful. This is a great special battle format. You did the opposite of what I did. Just barely failed to jump in 4-3. Yeah, probably that beginning one maybe? It's a tough jump. Nice thing about special battle is they don't take so long, so they're more time. Yeah, I mean special battles. Oh no, Noel. Yeah, those cheap troops that come from behind are just nasty. And that leaves two people we do not know. We got Yasu and we got T. T's still in 6-3, so failure at this point is definitely a possibility. Also not nearly as many coins as Yasu. You'd watch a Banjo-Tooie stream? I'd love to watch one. I haven't seen anything about that game. Wow, I haven't seen anything about Banjo-Tooie. That's crazy talk. Yeah, you never know. Has anyone figured out how that sky full of Lakitus happens? I've had it happen early in matches before. Many could have been killed and sent to me. Many matches before, many could have... it's just a matter of, you know, if Lakitus keep getting sent back and forth, they almost multiply. And there you go, because, say, if you kill an enemy, and you're targeting 3 people, a Lakitu will be sent to each of those 3 people. Or rather, whatever enemy you kill. So it's not like if you're targeting 3 people and you defeat an enemy, it goes to just one of those people. It will go to all of them. So suddenly one Lakitu turns into 3. And now if one of those people defeat the Lakitu, and they're targeting 3 people, that Lakitu becomes another 3. So the enemies can really multiply really fast like that. You can probably do one more, JD Aster says. Yes, so let's go back to the main menu then. One more maybe for JD Aster. Probably do a couple more tonight. This has just been a great night. Just been flying by. 2:54 for the next one, everybody. 2:54 and 0 seconds. First thing I saw anything past the tutorial level of Banjo-Kazooie was my Let's Play. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Alpha Angel, I would love to do more things. Again, I mean, obviously Banjo-Tooie wouldn't be nearly as interactive, I mean, I'm always up for chatting with the chat and stuff. But obviously, you know, if there's another game out there that we can all play together, I would love that. Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining. This is just great. So I appreciate it. I'm happy everyone's having so much fun too. All right, 10 more seconds on my end. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about a stream for Banjo 2 because it'd be a different experience than a Let's Play. And that's the key, right? Now, that's why I'm so adamant about making sure that Unveiled isn't hurt at all, even if it means that it's a little bit longer between episodes. I definitely want it to still be the same experience that it's been from the beginning. Banjo 2 Let's Play. We'll see. We'll see. Not rating it off yet. If I record that one here, and it means I wouldn't have to like go home to my usual spot and record it. How do things sound? Is it a little echoey in here still? Nobody's complained about the sound, but maybe you're all just being polite. There's just too much echo room in this apartment. And I don't think they'd appreciate it if I started like sticking those foam panels to the wall. Which, by the way, I've looked into those foam panels, and it's not as easy. It's just like, oh yeah, you just get some adhesive tape or something and they stick nicely and don't leave any marks. People have to do ridiculous things to get those foam panelings done on their wall to reduce sound echo. Like, it starts by they like liquid, or rather spray glue the foam panel to a piece of cardboard, and then they'll like nail the cardboard to the wall or something. It gets ridiculous, the things they do. And maybe once you've gotten to that point, the cardboard can just be stuck to the wall with like a sticky tape, but it'd still probably destroy the wall. And then I don't know how that would turn out. But hopefully the sound quality hasn't been too bad. Again, no one's complained, but you all are just so nice that maybe you don't want to hurt my feelings or something. That was your last game of the night, JJ. Well, that was a fantastic game. Epic job. We got you beating level 6-3 on video. So you can go brag about that to everyone. Well done, and thank you so much for joining in. We'll probably be wrapping up here in the not too distant future ourselves. I think JD Easter's also dipping out after this one. We've been going for almost 3 hours now, so... Oh, here we go! It's the special one where you get to do the thing like the thing. But thank you so much for dropping by, and again, we'll be streaming again next week, but... there's not really any word yet, it looks like, on exactly when the game is disappearing. Like, JD Easter makes it, has alluded to the fact that it might even disappear, like, earlier on in the day. Like, maybe not necessarily at midnight Eastern time. And if that's the case, then we can't start at my normal, 8 p.m. time, because the game might already be gone by then. And that would be a really sad stream. It's like, alright everyone, let's play. Oh, never mind, server's down. So, I'll keep my eye out to see if any more, concrete of a time comes about for when the game might disappear. Otherwise, we might start a little bit earlier next Wednesday to accommodate for the, game potentially disappearing. So just keep an eye out on my YouTube community tab, which is where I'll probably post any updates on when we'll start next week. But thank you so much for dropping by tonight, everybody. And yeah, don't be afraid to dip out if you have to, and have an excellent evening. I don't sound like I'm talking through a can, so you'd say the sound is good. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm happy it doesn't sound too canny. Like, my microphone is still the same one. When I go home, I bring the same microphone forward and back. Is there any reason to go to 8-1? Not really. So, I mean, the quality in that sense is still the same. It's just a matter of the room is a little less sparsely populated. Or rather, it's more sparsely populated. Because I don't have a massive video game collection surrounding me in this room. It's funny, going from being at home to being rather minimalist here is definitely an interesting change. Just taking my time here, defeating these guys. No reason to rush, I have enough time. And no reason to get that flower yet either. Alright. Very good. I'm just taking it really slow, because I feel like when you go fast, that's when like all the Lakitus start ganging up on you. And I knew that was going to happen, but I just wanted to beat the level. Alright, 6-2. That's right, we're playing in order now, so there's no surprises. I can just get as many coins as I want now. We might as well get this, go down the pipe, take the cloud area. It sounds uncanny. I appreciate that. I'm happy I sound uncanny, but also that, like, yeah, everyone's enjoying the sound quality. Oh, you got distracted and missed the timer, Alpha Angel. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird way of timing it. It's again, it's too bad you can't be like, you know, set it up so that you just automatically join a room with friends or something. Ooh, am I still gonna be able to get it? Yes! Very nice. There's a few moments when it sounds like I could be echoing. Yeah, sometimes I lean away to read the chat. If I'm not talking right on, it might sound a little weird. But yeah, I'm very happy to hear that the sound quality has been okay. Oh, if I had just taken it a little slower there, I'm like, I'm gonna rush it, but no, that was a bad idea. All right, 6-3. I mean, again, there's no surprises because we know exactly what's coming. Can I get a star? Yes, I can. Holy crap-oly. I can't even see what I'm doing. I should just wait here till I get another star, right? There we go. I'm scared though. Like, this is the perfect opportunity. I don't want to blow it. Okay, I'm just gonna wait till I get another star. Because I'm not gonna attempt to jump across those scary platforms with like Lakitus coming and not having any sort of invincibility. I just need a star. I really need it. Nope, not gonna work. I'm not running into those Lakitus without invincibility. I'm not. I don't care if it takes every coin I have. I don't care. I really don't care. Every item but a star. Wow. Like, I'm just going to die because if I run into... There. Like, see, there was no way I was getting through this without bouncing off one into the hole or getting damaged into a hole. I just needed the star. There was no other choice. And now time to have a stupid death in 6-4. Look at all these Lakitus. Alright, roulette, roulette, here we go. What's it gonna be? Now we know. Look at this. This is just insane. Fortunately, I lost a lot of my money back there. Oh, no, 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 no. It's the worst when you're like, I want a power up, and you get a POW block instead. Please not a POW block. Here we go, last try. Oh, yes. Oh, I got someone's money too because I defeated them. We're definitely gonna get a power up before going through here. A star. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now don't make a stupid death here. Another KO. I mean, I'm sending like 5 billion Lakitus. I better be getting KOs. Oh yeah, and then this is gonna be fun. Sure! Sure, why not? Okay. There we go. Andrew got his groove back. I guess so, yeah. I don't even really know what just happened there, but I did it. Ninja's Creations. It is getting late. Thank you so much. Hope you have an excellent night. get me. You went down on your own terms, dang it. Oh, I wonder what exactly you did. Oh. That was fantastic. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat there. And yeah, that better be a level. Heck yeah, 87. There we go. There we go. JD Aster, 5th place. What else we got? Colt, 7th place. Sunflare, 11. Very nice. Cool. That was an epic match. Yeah, that's probably some of the best I've ever held my own with Lakitus. Lakitus usually get me, but that time they didn't. By that I mean I walked off a platform when you had to start. You died in 3-3? Oh no. You'll note my tons of wasted points. Mm-hmm. Andrew, how can I have a great radio voice like yours? I have a great radio voice? I listen to myself and I'm like, wow, who would ever want to listen to this voice? But I appreciate that. I feel like everyone thinks that way about their voice though. Everyone is indifferent about how they sound. But I really appreciate that, thank you. And how can you have a great radio voice? I mean, again, I don't know how I feel about my own voice, but if you go back and watch my original videos, I sound nothing like I sound now. So all I can say is upload like 900 plus videos on a consistent basis, and you become a better speaker. Because I was not a good speaker before I started YouTube, at all. But just through constant uploading, I really grew. I used to be someone who didn't want to be in front of others, who didn't want to, talk, who couldn't talk in front of others. I got so nervous. But just constant YouTube uploads. Now even streaming, it's like real time. You can't, can't hide behind the curtain here. It really helps you improve. So all I can say is if it's something that you want to get better at, just upload pretty much every day and just get used to speaking, even especially to yourself. It's one thing to have like an audience, but learn to speak to yourself helps a lot too, just to kind of keep the conversation going. You have a much better voice than I do. Well, I don't know about that, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, let's do 2 more. It's already later, I think, than we normally go. Well, I've won a 35 now and a special battle. Let's do another special battle. And I'll let everyone decide, do you want 2 more special battles, or do you want a special battle and then a 35 player battle to end it off? So either 2 specials or 1 of each to finish things. And the next match will begin at 3:07 and 30 seconds. Yeah, Alex, go for it. I mean, that would probably be an awesome way. If you think that English isn't your best language, I say if you make videos in English or try streaming in it, you would probably find that you improve super fast. So that sounds like a great idea. And I don't think anyone would have any problems with that at all. If you try to go that route, I wish you all the best. All right, 5 seconds here again until 3:07:30. Now, you'll do 2 more then. 1 and 1 sounds good. 2 specials. I'm getting mixed messages here. Of course, the special matches will probably be quicker. So if everyone feels like it's getting late and you want to run, I mean, I don't blame you for that. Unless you suffer from... No, there's a comment I haven't heard before. I mean, just don't make it too loud and you should be okay. Just don't have like burritos or something right before you stream. What is the most gas-inducing food? Actually, this isn't the conversation we're gonna have. Alright, this is a great start. Beautiful. And there's no power-up in this level either. Man, a lot of people getting knocked out. How are so many people dying in a level with a star? Like, it's not that difficult. I say as I like hide between my, you know, tail between my legs and use a power-up. Man, what am I even doing? Clearly it is past my bedtime here. Oh boy. Alright, so his levels are going in order. Good to know. Ugh. I just want something. I see a Hammer Brother, a Ghost Hammer Brother coming up. That's the kind of thing I want. Can I bounce on that? No. I am following it, like, through the level, though. How far can you follow it? Get down here. Oh, a lot of people knocked out really quickly. Nothing that hard has happened yet, though. You're Mexican. It's impossible for me to not eat burritos. Well, you know, enjoy them, because burritos are awesome. Tacos, all that stuff. Wow, being bombarded by hammers from like a mile away. And it's a bad thing too, because like, if I just try and go past them, they'll just start following me through the level. So I pretty much have to defeat them. This is kind of a cool spot to shoot from though, because I can shoot like right over there. But he jumps over them, and I'm getting that exclamation mark in the top right, which means I've wasted too much time in this position. Oh, that was really bad. There we go. Yeah, see, I didn't want the Hammer Brothers trying to pursue me as I climbed these stairs. It probably wouldn't have ended too well, but okay. Somehow we're already only down to 5 people. I don't feel like I've... Wait, it skipped 6-1? Interesting. I'm not going to try and get that. I have one viewer, though. Perhaps someone from the chat who's been knocked out. I am actually surprised, like, how quickly people got knocked out, though. I see the person in the top right, though, is going after the block I was too chicken to go after. Why am I even doing this? Why am I even doing this? Again, I'm just wasting time trying to get a flower that I already had anyway. Man, the Buzzy Beetle is just nerfing my fire flower. What do I want to do? I guess, sure. Oh, I turned to the left for some reason. Ooh. I just want to go down that pipe. I just want to go down this pipe. Oh, I almost... Oh. Yeah, could have been really bad, but okay, it worked out. I should have followed that bullet to open the bonus area. I guess I could have done something like that. Can you do a, you know, bullet flag like at like the speedrunners do in 8-2? To beat the level faster. I don't see how that would really help you. Probably. Hey, I actually got a KO. And see, I don't understand how my bullet can, my fire can phase through that piranha plant, and yet I take damage from it. I feel like the original game's piranhas weren't that broken. Andrew with the moves? I'm not sure which thing you're referring to exactly, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, we're pretty much back to 400 times somehow, despite the fact the clock is moving faster, but I do a beautiful move like that. Kind of a waste because we're about to get another start anyway. Actually, I should hurry up to that, I guess. So that we don't die in a silly way trying to get to it. 3 people left. How far can we get with this? Red time! I can see that in the corner of my eye. Ooh, no, this is going to be terrible for my timing. Thankfully, it wasn't the Hammer Brother on that middle platform. Alrighty! Where does this go? 2-1. That's an odd level to come next. Now see, 1-ups are just so valuable, because one 1-up equals one kind of go on the roulette. I just cannot pass them up whenever I have the chance to get them. Ah, I was hoping the shell would get that guy. There we go. This is a star, which is nice. I guess I shouldn't do the coin bonus game. It'd definitely be kind of a time sink at this point. I mean, we have so much time. I could get some of these, I guess. Again, enemies interacting with springboards is so interesting. And there you go, 400 time. And then 3-1. Again, was it worth it to get that flower? Now this is a flower that's definitely not worth it. But I'm going to do it anyway just to prove to you how unworth it is. Like, it probably took 15 time units just to get that. I might have gained like 1 time unit. There's another 1-up. I'm not... How did I even win? What was difficult about any of this? I don't understand how like, what I even did to deserve that, but, okay. I guess I really am just hitting my groove right now, because I don't even understand what I'm doing anymore. 6-3 for second place. Wait, were you in 6-3? Was that like the level after 3-1? Were you ahead of me? I would be one of the ones who gets knocked out in the first few seconds. I mean, we all have that sometimes, don't worry. Thank you, Sunflare. Oh, there we go. In the well in second. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember seeing 6-3 unless I just yapped right through it, but I don't believe so. There's Sunflare. Alright, so one more round. Sunflare and Alpha Angel. Since we're the ones playing together, I think Alpha Angel said normal mode. So if Sunflare doesn't have any objections, I think that's probably how we'll end. Alright, last match of the night, everybody! Wow, what a good night it's been. Like, just, it just blows my mind we're not gonna be able to do this anymore. This is so much fun. Again, if Nintendo comes out and says that they're gonna have, like, a Lost Levels 35, I love Lost Levels, so I would just... That would be the best thing ever. That would be incredible. And you can bet we'd be playing that a ton. So come on, Nintendo, don't let us down, please. Please. Alright, 3:18 is when we'll begin. 3:18 and 0 seconds for the final match of the night. Yeah, thank you, Christian, for joining. Happy you've been having fun. Again, 3:18. That's still 50 seconds away from me, but gives you a chance to rest up for the finale. I'm sure I'm gonna die in like some really silly way within the first couple minutes, but this has been great though. Oh. Alright, 3:18. 20 seconds away from me. Let's see, what levels have I played a lot? Not even 1,000 plays of 1-1 yet, and I guess, you know, probably won't get there by the time the game goes poof. Alright, 5 seconds from me. Now. Like, what does Nintendo gain by not having this game exist past March 31st? And then the interesting thing about, like, the Mario 3D All-Stars, I mean, the physical version makes sense, because it's not like any game is ever on store shelves forever. So the physical version I can understand disappearing after March 31st, but the digital version makes 0 sense. I mean, 0 sense from an individual standpoint. From the corporate standpoint, it makes sense because they're hoping it pushes a few extra sales before their fiscal year ends. which ends March 31st, and a new one starts April 1st. So they want to look really good for investors in that sense, and say, look at all the money we just made. Because people felt like they were forced into buying a game that was just artificially being removed from the store, once March ends. But this game, like, I don't know. Like, again, they're obviously trying to encourage people to sign up for Nintendo Switch Online before the end of their fiscal year. But, if they just went, psych, we're not actually removing it, would anyone actually be mad? Probably not. I feel like there'd probably be more people who are happy than upset, so hopefully Nintendo does a thing like that. But probably not. But hey, if they do Mario Lost Levels 35, all will be forgiven. I want to see how fast people die in some of those levels. But yeah, I feel like just because of how difficult of a game it is, Nintendo probably won't do it. They might worry it will scare people away from Mario forever. Oh, whoa, I haven't done that tonight. This shows it's getting late. I cannot believe it's actually after 11 now, almost 11:30. Yeah, when you're having fun, time really does fly by. Isn't that funny how that works? And when you're bored, it just feels like the time's going so slow. But you know what? Don't rush it. If you want the days to feel longer, then I guess do something really boring. Sure, why not? I haven't really built up all that much time, but let's just get this level over with. Oh, I was doing so well, too. And here's all those awful invisible coin blocks there, which just really mess up your jumps. It's funny how in the original Mario 1, those blocks are kind of pointless, but they have a whole new meaning in Mario 35. And playing like a slop. Nope. Yeah, my jumps are like all off timed. clearly it's a good thing this is the last match. But yeah, how many times have we played 1-1 tonight, I wonder? A lot of times, no doubt. But man, we had some good matches though, where like 6-1 was like the second level that time. That was great. Alright, here's an interesting level. If I can kick you. You always want to try and kick a Koopa shell for these levels. It just gives you so much time. Oh no. Okay, let's not let that mess up our timing. Very good. Alright, let's just run. Ah, wrong way. Ooh, very nice, very nice. After March 31st, Mario died, and then everything will be replaced by Toads. I can't wait to play Super Toad World. I mean, Toad did finally get his game in Captain Toad. He even got like the Switch re-release. That was an interesting concept. I mean, you take these like things that were originally just little mini games in Mario 3D World and turn it into a whole game. I never really played it all that much. Anyone else have any opinions on that? I thought they were fun in Mario 3D World. I don't know if I needed a whole game of it. But from what I played of it, it was interesting. Alright, 1-4. Again. There we go. No, I'm just not being sent any enemies. We're down to the last 5 though, so in the last match of the day we'll be at least 5th place. Hello, yes, the next episode of Unveiled will be up tomorrow. Thank you, Christian, for assisting in the answering of that. Yeah, Thursday seems to have become Unveiled Day, which it's not necessarily always going to stay as, because right now the room tour is, of course, being uploaded on Tuesdays, but that will be ending next week. So who knows what will happen in terms of the schedule after that. But yes, Unveiled will be tomorrow, the 90-minute Unveiled. So hope everyone enjoys that. I guess I could have taken the coin right. I could have taken either of them, I guess. Still at 5 people. Oh, really? Shell dodging, that's fun. Get the flower back, very good. And there we go, I have 1 viewer, potentially someone from the chat. Ooh, that was awkward, but hey, at least I didn't take damage from that piranha plant. Yeah, thank you so much for waiting. Again, I apologize for the gaps that are, you know, between the Unveiled episodes right now. My hope is to get at least 1 episode up a week. Again, I do have part 20 recorded. It just needs to be edited and all that sorted out. But hopefully a 90-minute episode coming at you tomorrow will hold you over for a little bit. Taken out by random Bowser fire. Good luck, Andrew Noel. Yeah, that random Bowser fire can really come and get you. Now, again, the timer's not red, so I'm a little more willing to do the coin bonuses, I suppose. But yeah, if the clock is red, you really don't want to waste time. But that was worth it, I think. But you do want to have, like, a lot of time stocked up for when it does inevitably turn red. So I feel like I've wasted enough now. Ooh, okay. That moment when you're hit with, like, those stairs that lead right into fire at the beginning of a castle, it's like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta, you know, take my thumb off of the run button for a second. Which isn't something I normally do when I play video games. Like, I'm always holding the run button. In, like, Mario or Donkey Kong. There we go. Oh, I jumped right into that, too. I was hoping to get ahead of it, but hey, double Bowser. And, seriously? And one natural one. Man, the star. Cool. The clock probably gonna be turning red any second now. Well, this would be good for defeating Bowser. Good. Oh, wow. Oh wait, 7-2, here we go, underwater level. Let's see how high we can keep our time. And of course, the second I take damage, it turns red. And it is starting to drop. Okay, let's keep our fire here. And yeah, a couple seconds here and there is unfortunately not the way to go if you want to keep your timer in. Let's go over, man, see, going over the coral is never that hard in the original game. I mean, it's good for time, not so much good for anything else. And again, 15 seconds, but still. There we go. Oh, I mean, at least we're gonna get the power. And I get the star right at the end. Wow. It's always funny that enemies can't really appear here, like that piranha plant, but otherwise, you know, enemies sent from others can't really appear there. Alright, that's worth 15 seconds. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. And look at Bowser up there, that's kind of cool. I definitely want this star. We have time though, we're back up to around 400 seconds again. I'm not gonna get the coin block. Again, I love 1-ups though, because it's just like instant 20 coins. Doesn't take any time hardly. Again, we're still hanging around 400 seconds, but we've been at 4 people for a while now. No one is really dropping out. That was a bad jump, but not too bad. No Lakitu. We haven't seen any Lakitu. I'm not going to 8-2. 7-2 again? Sure, let's just get more time. Why not? If I can get more time here than I lose, I'll consider that a victory. Let's get some bounce combos. Like again, I don't know if the time I spend getting bounce combos is, you know, would be better well spent just running through the level, or does getting the bounce combos actually add to my timer in any way? I can't look at the timer while I'm doing it, so I don't really have any way of knowing, but hey, there's a KO, why not? I mean, I do have quite a bit of time, but then I did just get that KO, so I'm just assuming that probably contributed to it. Okay, very good. Things are getting kind of spooky here. 3 people left. I'm going to be going into 7-2 with 400 seconds, which is nice. Fortunately, though, I don't have any means to defeat any of these enemies, so I'm just losing time with nothing else to gain right now. I have some time back. How much money do I want to spend? Okay, sure. That's nice. And take the low route so you're getting all the kills. And of course, it is a little bit slower because, of course, touching the ground slows you down a little bit, but... Okay, there we go. So that's going to take us to the end of the level. This is getting spooky, though. I'm being attacked by both of them, which means I'll be sending stuff back to both of them, too. 6-4. Oh, no. I want a real power-up. A real power-up. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, fine. Sure, I'll just skip through the whole level. Podobo, you don't kill too many of those. One guy left, and he's in the water level. Oh no. Should I just take it easy? And see if they die of timeout? Oh, but I have a star. I don't agree with that interaction. I kind of got shoved down through the platform, even though I touched it from the side. Oh, okay. And that's how the night's going to end. How did that just happen? I need the... Of course it's being streamed. Everyone can go back and view it. I'm not going to be satisfied with that. But Noella, you beat me. Good job. Sunflare in 5th. Oh, I'm not impressed with that. I got totally knocked out by like a glitch or something. Wow, but with that was Mario 35, the second last Wednesday of its existence. Very, very fun. That was close. You had like no time. See, I should have just waited. Why did I try? Why did I try? Like, what happened there? What the heck just happened? Where's the video one? Is this the video one? Yeah, like I'm trying to jump up. And see how I kind of like get pushed down? I was not ready for that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna touch the side of the platform, but no, I got kind of glitched into it. Ah, whatever. Ugh, that was a lot of fun. I got time from that KO. Ah, I should have just waited. Ugh, it was the glitch's fault, I tell ya. No, that's not what happened. But thank you all so much for joining in. Next week, we're going to try and do this one more time. Again, we're not sure exactly when the servers are going to shut down. It could, I guess, technically be any time on March 31st. Especially since Japan's so far ahead time-wise. You know, if they shut it down, you know, according to Japan time, midnight in Japan, like the midnight between March 31st and April 1st, is 11 a.m. my time, so we're not going to be streaming then. So yeah, if that's when Nintendo decides to shut the game down, I guess there won't be a Wednesday stream, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep my eyes open for more definitive answer regarding when the servers might go, but yeah. such a shame it's going to be gone. But thank you all so much. And like, what will even happen at that point? Like, will I still be able to come here and see my stats? Like, I guess I should go through my stats one more time. Might be the last time I can ever look through them, assuming, you know, we don't know how next Wednesday is going to go. 20th place. Beautiful. And again, you're never gonna, like, has anyone ever actually gotten 34 KOs? I'd be super impressed. But thank you all so much for joining in, especially everyone who was able to join in the matches. That was super fun. And I know I've kept you all super late at this point. This is definitely one of my longer streams, but thanks again. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful night and hope to see you again next week. So thanks and see you later, everyone.